Dave and Nick are the umpires, and Nick throws it up. Up they go, comes back down. Nobody really picks it all up. Handball by Encounter Bay. Tackle puts out of it, gets a free kick there for across the shoulder, and will go to Encounter Bay. And goes off quickly there, round onto Cohen Pettit. He goes up, over the back it goes. Victor Harbour out the back now. Try to pick it up quickly. Goes out through there.
Gone.
He turns around, goes for stumbling around into there, holding the ball. And it goes around to be a free kick to Encounter Bay. We're going to struggle. I thought it was 18, Kevy, and I hate to say this, but our team sheet doesn't have an 18. Surprise, surprise on it.
Yes, the one that's got anything on at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes, 18's Ben Davis.
Yeah, I mean for the Victor Harbour side that
Victor
made a
Harbour
mistake.
side, yeah.
In comes Ben Davis, drives up. That's a good kick. He's got a good leg on that one. Wait for the umpire to go back. Steps around now. And of course, there it goes. Indicates first.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
Again, down to the forward line it goes. It's over that far side of the ground, and the Encounter Bay got hold of it there again. Player there, he might have run out of bounds with it.
He has.
And the boundary umpire will come and throw it in. We're a long way away from it here, Trevor, but anyway, we might get we can look at that on our monitor here, but anyway, the umpire throws it in it goes. Here's a chance maybe for Victor Harbour to get a touch on it. They can't, and the umpire will throw it back up again. In he comes. They push, they shove, they push it down on the ground it goes. Here's a long hand pass, goes out. Here's a chance for the base to get it right into the goal scoring area. It has, it's gone through, and that is another goal.
I reckon it's the same one, I reckon too, Kevy.
I reckon it might be better.
We all know there's nothing better than a good night's sleep. And for a better night's sleep, think Sealy, Sleep Haven, Sleep Maker and Adriatic Slumber from Dreamland Victor Harbour. Over many years, Mary and her team have helped solve many sleep problems. They also offer delivery and old mattress removal in the Victor Harbour area. Conditions apply. Dreamland Victor Harbour, open weekdays and Saturdays till 1 for linen, home decor wear and all SA-made bedding. Dreamland, 295 Port Elliot Road, Hayborough.
Good, interesting stage one here. Umpire Dave has got it up here now. Up she goes, turns around, Tonkin gets it, comes back out it comes Patet again, goes forward, out it goes, Crozark over Tyson, Neil gets it, goes up, quickly picked up, handballed inside by Encounter Bay, gathers it again, picks it all up, goes up there, and this one's
James Brown.
Umpire comes back, and he turns around and says, that's all clear.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Anyway, ball back in the centre. Once again, that's all that's happened so far. In the centre, goal, in the centre, goal, in the centre, goal. So 3 goals to Encounter Bay, and Victor Harbour yet to have a decent kick. Anyway, ball thrown up in the centre again, taken out of the centre there by Callum Tonkin. Finally, Victor Harbour player here's got hold of the ball, kicks it down towards the goal kicking end down there for Victor Harbour, and player there grabs hold of it. They grab hold of him. He gets thrown into the ground, and the umpire will come in and throw it up. It'll be tossed up centre half forward on the Victor Harbour oval now for Victor Harbour. Anyway, out it comes. Here's a chance now. Down the ground it goes again. gone over their heads. Maybe this is the end of wind's blowing, Trev.
Yeah,
Across
I don't
the
think there's
ground
enough
it
in it
goes,
though, Kev.
and
Look at the
out of
flag.
bounds. Yeah, there's a bit in it. Kick comes in short, and I reckon that might be.
I don't know, because 47's
Yes, it
not
is.
listed. We've got that many numbers here, Kevin, and we still haven't got them on them. So anyway, the ball goes up, comes around, Tonkin gets it, handballs back to the bays again, goes up quickly there,
Pettit.
Cohen Pettit. Pettit goes off, he finds his player up there, and that's up and under. She's up on the wing here. Up they go, the body comes out, goes over. Victor picked the ball up, goes back inside, quickly out there, goes around quickly off there to James Bramley. Goes off there, Encounter Bay, pick it all up, goes out there. Tonkin gets it out on the back flanks for Encounter Bay. Off they go. Davis comes out, gets called out just though, and turns around, quickly there by Encounter Bay. Goes forward there, and James Brown goes up forward now, over the back there. Big jump from behind by Tyson, can't get it up. Picked up quickly off hands, over the back. Guess what? Umpire comes back in. Bingo.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Ball's on its way back to the centre.
Comes back up. Good old Nick, our umpire down here, hasn't had to do much, has he? He's leaving over to his counterpart that's taken the centre bounce, isn't it? It's been virtually only up to his side of the oval once.
Down the middle.
And Nick's starting up in the bay forward line, the ball's just going boom, boom, boom.
Umpire throws the ball up in the centre. Up it goes. Neither ruckman can get hold of it. Down the ground it goes there by James Brown again. He's had a few kicks already. Gets the ball down there for Encounter Bay, but it's been marked
Braden Miller.
By Braden Miller on the half back line, and his kick goes just the distance for a mark, and he's kicked it into the man on the mark. He's going to kick it off the ground. Here's a chance now for the players running down the ground. They're lining up to get this one.
Oh!
And that's a good shot, because he's lined up and there was only two posts there to hit for the goal post, and he's hit one of them. So that's the first blemish on the game. One minor score there to Encounter Bay. They got a 4-goal one. Victor Harbour yet to score on our FPA scoreboard. From the kick in now, the ball has been kicked out of bounds on the far side of the ground. Must have been touched by somebody, because the boundary umpire's got it. Throws it in again. In it goes. Goes in a bit short. The ruckman now standing too far back, I think, Trev, and the ball now is contested over there, right on the boundary line.
Nick's got to have to do something.
And he's going to have to. Anyway, I reckon that might be Dave Euthanold that just threw it up then. Anyway, the ball now goes over near the boundary line. Lippert picks it up, and he'll give that one back to the boundary umpire. That's his first touch, I think. Anyway, Marcus Lippert got hold of it. Boundary umpire's got hold of it now too, and he throws it in. In it goes, pushed down by Victor. Players got hold of it, they got hold of him. And again, Victor Harbour pick it up, down they go, and the umpire will come in and throw it in. The player that had the ball then was Henry Martin. Umpire tosses it up again, up it goes. Down on the ground it goes, and the umpire will call
in the back.
Play on out there. Then Marcus Lippett's got a free kick. So he's got it now. Puts it on the boot. Gets it up. There's a good long kick. In it goes.
Oh!
And I reckon that might be...
Tyson.
Is it Tyson?
Yep.
It's a Tyson type mark. And he will kick from around about 20 metres straight out in front. This could be goal number 5, I reckon, Trev, unless I've missed one.
Put the markers on him. He's a beautiful kick. He's not that far out, so he doesn't really have to do much with it.
Just a nice little kick straight through the goals here. We'll put through goal number 5 for Encounter Bay. And that's exactly what he's done. Through the goals it goes, and that is...
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialist in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Forward wing of the on the clubroom side. Back in the centre it goes. Umpire with it once more. Sets it all up. Up they go. Ruckman goes up. Pushed down by Tonkin. Victor can't get out with it. Breaks out quickly out there. Goes out through to there, and that was Bryden Miller. He couldn't really get a kick away. Now they cover up well though. Goes out further. Standing in front is two Encounter Bay players, and bang, in they get there. And it comes out there to Andrew Fife. Fife for the Bays. Goes off, finds his player up there, and Lippert. Oh, that was off the boot. Left-handed little floater.
Kicking with the breeze.
Turns around, goes up, kicks up, comes up over. The back it goes. Into it. Hands around. Picks up by Victor Harbour. Goes out quickly there through James Bramley. He turns round, picks the ball up. Victor now right deep in their pocket, picks up quickly out there. Out they come out quickly in Encounter Bay, though, Repellent and Andrew Fife. Comes out there and he finds his player on the back flank there, and I reckon that one there would be 22, which goes up on it was Tyler Baldock. Baldock now drives off the back flank, comes out there and finds his leading player quickly there. And that one goes around now into Oakley Johnson. He goes up forward. Turns around, comes up. Bays on their knees, still handball out, goes back around there. Tyson can't get it. He gets wrapped up, gets
on the ball.
Umpire said, I'm going to have it. No opportunity. The ball up.
I reckon he did have an opportunity.
Yeah, probably deserved one against him. And up she goes. Turn around. Allen gets it out for Encounter Bay. Puts the ball through. Dance around. Goes up. Victor trying to get it out. A series of handballs go back, but they're under pressure. Goes out onto there. Body used on Lippert. Comes out. Goes over there. Bays try to get it up, flips it up and down, goes up. Victor gets it, can't get it. Finally gets a kick forward. Out goes out there, but Tonkin comes in, pushes it all up, goes over to Baldock. Bays back into attack. Oh, bounced off his knees coming through the Bays. Used the body beautifully. Comes out here to Allen. Allen gets his boot to it. Off it goes. Play on though, not distance. Goes up forward and turn around.
Almost a good mark.
Almost off a Tarka there. I reckon he gets tackled. Didn't get it. Victor, don't know where to go. Picked it all up, goes in there, and the umpire says a ball up, centre half forward, Encounter Bay into attack. FPAG scoreboard, 5-1 Encounter Bay, 0 to Victor.
If only those kids would move away from over there. What's the point of putting the scores up if you're going to sit in front of them? Anyway, the ball's kicked across the ground now, giving the run of the ball out there to Victor, and that was Henry Martin that had hold of it. It goes further down the ground there to number 24, which we don't appear to have on our sheet.
Goes to James Bramley now, and he goes forward. Picked up Benjamin Yeomans. Yeomans goes off. Played as he's gone. Has to be open ball. Just got rabbled enough. Couldn't get to the ball, and he turned around and come out of his hands, and so into corrector's disposal, and it goes back to the Bays. Bays, short kick, goes in. That's too short. Makes him work hard. Gets tackled into her. Turns around. Tries to make up for it. Goes forward, up there. Baldock can't get back to it. Goes over there, comes around to Basham. Basham goes bang. Umpire looks around, comes back in and goes, goal. Not very often he misses them either.
No, not, especially if they're under 50 metres. They're normally gibbies. Anyway, umpire's about to throw the ball up again, right in the centre. Up it goes, up high. Down on the ground it goes. When they get it out, the umpire stands here watching play go on. Ball's on the ground. Umpire will toss it back to the umpire will toss it back to the umpire. Up it goes again. Ball comes out loose. It was picked up out there, but boy, that's a good hand pass. Goes across to the player running down the ground, and that Braden Miller Victor Harbour had it for a brief second then, and was dispossessed of it.
Too high.
Comes
Did
in
free
again.
kick the bays, is it?
No, I think he's going to throw
well, he
it
said
up.
no, umpire said he ducked.
Umpire throws it up again. I throw up out there. Good knockdowns. Goes over there to. We've got a list here, but it's out of order completely. And that is another goal, is it?
Yeah. Go to number 10, James.
We all know there's nothing better than a good night's sleep. And for a better night's sleep, think Sealy, Sleep Haven, Sleep Maker and Adriatic Slumber from Dreamland Victor Harbour. Over many years, Mary and her team have helped solve many sleep problems. They also offer delivery and old mattress removal in the Victor Harbour area. Conditions apply. Dreamland Victor Harbour, open weekdays and Saturdays till 1 for linen, home decor wear and all SA-made bedding. Dreamland, 295 Port Elliot Road, Hayborough.
He got printed off is nowhere near right. So here we are back. If you happen to listen on to the radio around, you'll find if you're at the ground there's a slight delay on it, unfortunately. So up they go, up and down it goes. Comes out to by Victor Harbour. Went out through there, through the ruckman there in Ben Basham. Goes up, Victor into their forward lines, but they get repelled. Encounter Bay get the ball up, handball back, goes back to Tonkin. Tonkin comes out, goes forward, up on the wings. Davis gets around, 2-on-1. He traps the play, he throws it up in the air. Umpire get that one away. Comes up with Victor Harbour, goes through. Out they come around there, goes off there. They're in control here. Drives this ball up in the forward pocket. Up too early, back it comes back down, picks it all up. He gets wrapped up, put the ground. The umpire will have to come in the back pocket for a ball up there. Victor Harbour into attack.
Yeah, well, his first effort then was to grab hold of the player, wasn't it, down there that didn't have the ball. But anyway, play's allowed to go on. Down on the ground they go.
In the back, hanging on. Bulldog.
A couple of reasons for a free kick there, and Encounter Bay will get the free kick in the back pocket through Bulldog. Tyler Bulldog. He's got hold of it. Where's he going across the ground? Don't they learn? And he finds his teammate almost in the goal square, but they're going down now, and this one will just stay in, I would think. It is, and Encounter Bay got control of it now. Oh, little nodge out just at the right time down there by Encounter Bay in. Anyway,
It was Tyson.
Tyson Neal, it was too. Umpire will throw it up again.
Wrapped into 14, which we don't have listed, so we can't help him out.
Yeah, up he goes, a little grubble on the ground here, and we'll,
Just touched, yep.
just touch right on the line, I would think. The bounds umpire will throw it in. Bounds umpire's got over. That's a good throw in too out there. Nice high for the ruckman. Picked up down there by the bays, and that's a good one by Pettit. Pettit has a kick in, almost a mark taken by Encounter Bay, but good defending down there by Victor Harbour. We'll see it come back to the half-back flank. Player there went up with one hand. I mean, he's not going to mark too many of them like that. Anyway, the umpire let him get away with that. And I think,
Mitchell Davis, so they'll go for them, Kevin.
yeah, they will. They'll have a go at them, the Davises. The ball now is on the ground, almost in the goal square. They just get it out, and can someone just put it on the boot? No, they can't. And the umpire will come in and throw it up. Anyway, they come in now, throw up there, pushed down by a big ruckman in there in Matthew Allen, and now it's picked up out here by Lippert. Lippert has a kick in, kicks it across, and he finds his teammate out there, and you might as well kick it to him. He's going to kick a goal each time. That's Ben Davis again,
He's
isn't it?
hot, isn't he?
He's hot, all right. He's kicked two already. You can get 3 by a quarter time. You've done all right. We go back and he should be able to kick this. He's probably only about 12, 13 metres out. Davis has gone back about 3 times that distance, and he takes one step in, puts it on the boot. He's happy with it. Is the goal umpire happy with it? Yes, he is.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
The secret now will be 4 quarters of football from the Bays, and the other one will be, can Victor Harbour get something really on and get them rolling and not let this get away from them too much more.
I reckon there'll still be a couple of minutes to go in this quarter.
Yeah, it'll still be a go. So back in the centre, up they go. Nobody really gets it out. It comes through the ruckman through Victor Harbour, goes in Ben Basham. Basham goes up the forward lines, comes out. Baldock gets it. He gets wrapped short shirt front on there, and it goes up, spills out in the tackle. Handball comes up quickly out, another big handball up, goes out there quickly, handballs around there to Victor Harbour. Victor Harbour once again kicked in the man the mark, misses. That was number 47, and that was a minor score only. So Victor Harbour go to 2 goals won on the FPA scoreboard. Encounter Bay 6 goals won.
And they didn't waste any time getting the ball back into play either. And then Encounter Bay got it, and that might have been Lippert that had hold of it then. Down the ground it's gone. Good play out there by the Bays. Will keep it in, or will they? I think Victor might be quite happy to see it go out of bounds just there, I think.
There's that little crawl, I think, just to it, I think. Make sure it was over.
It's right on the far side of the ground. Half forward flank for Encounter Bay. So Encounter Bay now line up. Ruckman go in for it and knock it down. Raced off down there by Weecher. Weecher puts it down into the centre. That might be Crispin out there that comes and takes a mark.
That's over the mark too far.
It is, and Crispin's got hold of it now. Whoever marks this, if they mark it from Encounter Bay, they should be able to put that one through. And Tyson Neal got the last goal, and he'll probably get the next one as well. Yeah,
I don't think Victor have got the bodies to try and do one-on-one. Tyson likes that. He likes the close contact on it, but he doesn't like, or if he leads. If it's a real scramble of players, he bottles him up a bit too much.
Well, he's got a bit of strength in him too. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Comes in now from about 30 metres out. Should be an easy one for him. It is, and that one goes straight through.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Yeah, I think the Bays have got the firepower up forward, and they're getting the ball once they're chipping around the backs, using it, using pace, and then they're putting it in for the big boys, and it's working. Up they go in the centre, up they go, Tonkin gets it, pushes it up, Tonkin goes again, slaps it out, comes around to Lippert. Lippert goes forward, goes up, Bays hits the ground, comes back around onto there, once again in Nick Marshall, he can't get onto it. And the Victors wrap it all up for a ball up at centre half forward. He must be just a little bit winded, I think, this lad. Turn around, he's taking a while to get up.
Number
5, pick up onto it, we'll find out. And,
there is a number 5.
Guess what, Kevy? We can't pick up once again, so sorry, folks. But goes out, Victor get the ball, and that's just a blind kick out here. Goes out, that'll come out, up and down. Will it touch him? Touching, no. Turns around, goes over the boundary lines for a throw-in. It wasn't a deliberate kick, but it come off the leg, but it wasn't actually a kick. So that was Harry Vincent.
He's a bit unlucky.
We've got one Victor player on the sheet. Up they go. Tonkin goes up, pushes it out. Over they pick it up. Quickly goes around. Goes out to pet it again. He's into it. Look at that. Bang! Onto the chest. Out he comes.
Tarker, is it?
Turn around and Jake Tarker. Ex-AFL footballer that never got a game. But
well, he played a lot of
reserves.
A lot of AFL reserves football, but
that's what I mean. But and at that level, it's big standard. When
probably
you go to Geelong, that's a big standard.
Yeah, well, I mean that was his problem going to Geelong. I think if he'd have gone to any other club, he'd have probably got a couple of games, but he couldn't. And Tarker has put that one through, and that's his first goal, and that's.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
Ball is back in the centre. Umpire comes along to toss it up. Up it goes. In go the ruckman. Playing there for Vic to get away with it. Oh, push that off. Down the ground it goes, and coming out there, the big fella for Victor Harbour takes the mark. And this one, if he can kick straight, should be a goal for Victor. And we have no idea who it is because the team sheet doesn't show a number 16 out there. You can't do much else than get the team sheet.
No, like I said, went online and printed it off there, and that was 2:10, so not much we can do.
Anyway,
I'll try and double check later, but
in he comes now. They have a shot at goal and gets very close to the man on the mark. He must have realised that he was going to find that a little difficult. He did, and it is a minor score only. So 2 goals 2 to Victor, 8 goals 1 to Encounter Bay.
certainly is.
Now we're getting a bit closer to the quarter time.
Yeah, Encounter Bay, come back in, bring the ball in, out it goes. It's not a bad kick, but it's going up. Will it be touched? Just touched. And he turns around, and it was lucky there, otherwise it was a free kick to Victor Harbour. So it's in front of the new club rooms here and the Victor Oval for the boundary umpire to throw the ball back in. Sets himself, comes in a little way, right in front of the players, races there. Up he goes, puts it up, beautiful throw in. Up they go, comes back down. Counter Bay gets it, drops it all out. Victor picked it all up, handballs out wide. Can't get it, goes around there, body on body, and goes over the boundary line quickly there for another boundary throw in almost exactly the same spot to the boundary umpire. As he comes up onto here now. Up he goes with it, pushes it in, up it goes, turns around over the back, picks up into here, goes off there, stacks on the middle here. Umpire comes in, rounds it all up and picks it all up, and I reckon that's umpire Dave, gets it. And it'll
Dave's
be a
youth
ball
mould.
up. Yeah, he told us it's too long, so he just told us to call him Dave U. Not a Dave, or you Dave, it's Dave U. Yeah. So it comes out, Victor Harbour with the ball, comes all up, he gets wrapped up, held up here in the centre square for another ball in, and a turn around and set up, slightly favouring the clubroom side. So he turns around, sets himself. Up they go, turn around, Allen tries to push it into the base, comes back down, Victor Harbour gets up, handballs out real close, tight. He finishes up, gets a lot of kick, that 47.
I reckon that's Jesse McKinnon.
Yeah, could be, but anyway, goes back and Baldock for Encounter Bay. Tyler Baldock, centre half back, gets the ball, drives that ball long to players, out they go, up they go. Tonkin can't get it over the back, comes over, out the back it goes, picked up, socket out there by Encounter Bay, goes around quickly over there, goes off there to Aaron Gould. Gould gets the ball forward, can't get it, Victor Harbour gets it, throws the ball out, turns around, gets around to his player, he goes back again, turns around, finally gets his kick away, right up in there, and guess what, the Bays have set the defensive line, Baldock once again. Baldock got Tonkin right out to here, doesn't want him, he drives it up to centre half forward, up they go, body out there, umpire calls play on, goes over the boundary line for a throw in the forward pocket there for Encounter Bay. Goes up there, boundary umpires quickly onto it there, Kevy, so he goes up and he turns around right on the mark. Opposite side of the club rooms here, up she goes, Adelaide end though, goes up, Ruckman goes up, gets it out, Victor picks it up, handballs out to his player, 20, we don't know who he is, goes out, short kick forward.
That was a good mark.
He finds his player going on. He kicks up again, over there goes a run. Mitchell Davis gets up, he can't grab the ball though, lets it all off and picked up beautifully there by Victor Harbour there in number 12. He goes off, goes up to centre half forward, not a good kick, hits the ground into there. Victor tried to pick it up, he gets grabbed, should be holding the man. Siren goes though. There it is, quarter time at the Victor Harbour Oval with the visitors Encounter Bay leading on the FPAG scoreboard, 8 goals 1 to Victor Harbour, 2 goals 2. So this is 90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Right, back here at the Oval. Hopefully we're going up, still waiting for this quarter time break to happen. Turn around, we still have difficulties with what goes on to here because live streaming is okay for us, but unfortunately we're having major trouble with the landline. So if you are listening through the radio call, it is delayed because he's taking it off of YouTube. So we hate to apologise, for it, but and of course, the worst part about it is we got our best mate and ex-friend of ours, Neville Nifty Miller, in trouble because we found out we put a match through, and it happened to be from a couple of years ago, and Neville was commentating, and his wife rang him and said, "What are you doing? You're at the football and you're supposed to be at work."
And he said, "No, I'm not." She said, "I can hear you.
I can hear you. You're live on TV." He said so. He's not. So yeah, we always said that we'd get him back somehow. So anyway, that's one of the things that goes on. So, but yeah, the break up here now is going on. Counter Bay have come out the blocks onto this one and turned around and got it, and we hope for the sake of the game that Victor recover and come back in. They have scored 2-2, so it is at least picked up a bit. But yeah, they're certainly going to have some work ahead of them if this continues on for the rest of the match. Like we were saying at the early of the game, there was 2 games in we've played here. This is the 3rd round, and of course both teams have won quite handy in both their games, but they were sides that were low down, so you can get a false reading on that when it comes around to 2 teams meeting that you think will be a real doozy dander.
Yeah, you normally got to play at least 6 or 7 games, don't you?
Yeah, and like I said,
get an idea there who's up and who's down, I suppose.
But to win them by that, like to win by 2 games by quite a lot, you think up to it. So the umpire sets himself here now, gets around. We're just about ready to get underway here once again. Umpire raises it aloft. Timekeeper acknowledges him, and he comes in. Up she goes in the centre. Up they turn around. Victor Basham gets it down. Comes in over there. Goes over the top. Victor Harbour crashes through. Goes up with it up forward line. A big floater ball though comes out. Basham comes out to it, can't get it, comes over the back, picked up there beautifully there by Counter Bay, knocked off with a bump, turns around, goes over there. Guess what? There goes the kick straight through Counter Bay. And Victor Harbour goes up to there.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
As we go through, off he comes, finally gets it back into him. Gets his time now, so he lines himself up, the umpire's in position. They've got to cover a bit, get that 50 metre square, don't
and
they?
then he comes now to throw the ball up. Up it goes. In go the ruckman. Good knock down there by Encounter Based. Tonkin, I think that one was, and down it comes. Victor had a quick kick at the ball. The player there was grabbed hold of, and he didn't have the ball, and Victor will get the free kick. Maybe this could be a replay of the first quarter. Only around the other way with the team scoring the goals. Well, Victor now out in front. Good defence down there, almost got the mark. The umpire come in and says, I'll have it.
That was Counter Bay then now, right in the full forward position for Victor Harbour. Up they go. Tonkin knocks it out. Quickly picked up there by Victor Harbour. Slams it through, but only a minor score. So they're doing the right thing with attacking. So perhaps that win does braver a bit there. So FPA scoreboard, 3 goals, 3 Victor. 8 goals, 1 Counter Bay.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter which way the wind's blowing. If you go up for the ruck and it goes to the opposition all the time, it's not going to end up too many times going down your way, is it? Anyway, Bays bring the ball back in. Little kick in, it's going over there, going over to Crispin. Crispin's now's got hold of it. He's in the back pocket. He puts the ball up high. She's going right over near the boundary line over there. And the boundary umpire says, no, that's okay. And Encounter Bay have got the ball on the far side of the ground there. They come in.
Lachlan Williams, that was.
Was it Lachlan?
Tyson's got it now.
Tyson Neal's got it. Over the back. Lippard had the ball knocked away from him then. The ball's on the ground though. And the free kick will go to Victor. Victor Harbour have got it. Down it goes. Oh, the big fella comes out there and Big Basham. Look out if he gets hold of it.
Oh, slung too late.
Yeah. And Lippert gets a handball away. It went straight to the opposition though. And the counter-base player Davis gets a free kick and down the ground it goes. So he got a lot of distance there kicking into that brace. And he's kicked it down to the full forward out there. Is that number 16 or 18?
16.
16 for
Oakley Bay. Johnson. Thank heavens we've got one team with the good numbers, right? We've still got to chase them around. They're not numerical, but at least we got them.
So in he comes now. He's going to have a long shot at goal, and that long shot at goal has gone straight through the centre. And that is a great...
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Boundary umpires have done well here. They got the ball back and they're back in place and position before even the players are. So that'll be a first.
Yeah, toss it up there.
Umpire comes in now, sets himself back in the centre. Up they go. Tonkin goes up and down. Victor gets out through Basham, goes back out there, and off the run they go. Up forward lines. Tonkin at the back can't get it. Picked up by Victor. Handball over
they
the top.
Got the numbers
Slaps
out
it
there
back
now.
forward, in it goes again. Comes back around quickly under there. Goes off there into Victor. We turn around. He goes off. Goes up straight through for a goal.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Could be some big fines here otherwise.
Oh, tell you what, it'd be interesting to see what happens, how that can occur. So, anyhow,
Cumbye comes in, throws it up high again. Knocked down there by the big fella for Encounter Bay and Callum Tonkin. And Victor again, get hold of the ball. This one out there is for Victor Harbour. Comes in and here's a chance for Bulldog. Bulldog gets a hand pass over the lip.
Oh, our contact head eye, accidental.
Yeah, he didn't mean to do
No.
that. He tried to jump but didn't quite jump high enough, I think. Anyway, Bulldog's got hold of it. And the umpire calls into play on. That's not a good kick, but it comes out. Yeah, it was a good kick in the end. And it's been taken down there by
Oakley
Johnson again. Johnson's got hold of it, kicks it down to the forward line. Little nudge in the back and then a one-hand.
He did Davis.
Davis is having a...
No, it's not. Sorry, yeah. It's Aaron Gould.
And Aaron Gould, he's having a... Thought it might have been... If it was Davis, he's having a day out, isn't he?
Guess what now, though?
Davis
He's gone over to Ben Davis.
Just to make sure everyone's right. Davis kicks it down the ground. Defending down there by Victor. Victor's kicked the ball, they've centred the ball in there and it's gone over
Benjamin Yeomans.
And Yeomans has had a few kicks too. I reckon he might have been at Victor a few years ago.
Yep.
Anyway.
Kurt Linder, I reckon, for Victor with it. It's gone out wider again. Goes over to his player. He goes up now to the flank, under the wing. Goes off, running after it quickly. There's number 17, which we don't have on it. Goes off, picks it all up. He gets tackled, slides down, runs around, goes back again. Gets his kick away finally, comes out, Bulldog traps it for the Bays in front of him, soccers off the ground, goes forward, up it goes, trapped there by Encounter Bay, he's slung down, turns around and free kick because he didn't have the ball and up he gets there. And that one there's Fraser Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin drives this ball out wide, goes out there on the chest of his player going out there. Hung on pretty long, what was that? Touched it must have been.
Yeah,
no, he's paid the mark. He certainly hung on late and he hung on down and dragged him down. But anyway, goes forward, that's a poor kick, yep. Comes back down, handball goes back again, over the top again it goes. Bay's making a bit of a mess of this. Up it goes, turns around, incorrect disposal there. That one through there was Cohen Pettit, and it turns around. Oh no, they got him for a late tackle on him. Probably unlucky, Victor then. Off he goes wide, out too wide, goes over the boundary line, that's untouched, and it'll be a Victor Harbour kick. Back line's over there. Turns around, picks up onto there. We can't get through, so he goes into, which is Darcy Smith. Darcy Smith was intercepted, goes off, comes around there. Quickly, back around into there, goes into Counter Bay and Mitchell Davis. Puts it up the forward lines, trapped out there, goes over the boundary line, out of bounds in the forward pocket. Clubroom side for Encounter Bay. Boundary umpire comes into it. Up he picks himself. A lot of people here sitting inside the fence line too, Kevy, so
yes,
not too flash, is it? So
the boundaries, the boundary lines.
Up she goes, up and down it goes, comes out, kicked out by Victor, back out the back, and Counter Bay got the run, oversteps it, picks up, sidesteps, goes around, drives it all out. That one out through there was Andrew Fife, goes off there. Bays get the ball forward, kicks all up into the pocket line. Handball comes out. Tyson Hill can't get it. Suck off by Ben Davis. He hasn't, has he? No. Final score to him. Quick thinking though. The FPAG scoreboard goes to Encounter Bay 9 goals 2 to Victor Harbour 4 goals 3.
And the ball now is kicked in, and Victor maintain it. Down the ground they go with it, almost down to the wing area. Nearly a good mark taken by the Victor player there, number 2. We can only give you the number because it's no names on the sheet here, and the ball comes in again. It's gone right into the goal square down there. Can the Bays do anything with it? No, they can't. I think the umpire's going to come in here and settle the score and throw the ball up, which is what he does. Up it goes, down there, off hands it goes, and there's someone's had a wild shot for the goal there. While they keep it in, and it's gone through for a minor score only. So it's 9-3 to 4-3 on our FP Ag scoreboard, and Counter Bay in front.
Victor Harbour with the ball. Steps in to go. That player was too close. He was inside that set square. He shouldn't be there. Goes up and down. Turns around. Hits the bottom. Victor can't get it. Straps it up and down. Can't get it. And Counter Bay fumbling around here now. Turns around. Picks it all up. Gets wrapped up there. Umpire comes in. Will ball it up. Oh, he's got him for holding the ball. Reckon he had a time. So fair enough. Victor Harbour with the ball and Ben Basham. Basham comes out, turns around, Crispin gets it, sidesteps around, kicks the ball up, goes out there, and he comes out and he finds his player on the chest out here, turns around with Encounter Bay. Goes off quickly.
That player was Corey Gamble.
Goes off cross now into Victor in Cohen Pettit for the Bays. He drives off right out in the centre, goes out here to Bulldog. Bulldog's got the running player out the back in Fife. Andrew Fife goes off. He goes out wider again. Goes out there to Crispin, I reckon, isn't it? 14 onto him. Turns around. He comes back, but comes back. And Counter Bay are messing around here.
Yeah.
This is where you get into trouble. I can understand because there's no Victor Harbour player in their forward lines, but it's risky. Crispin gets up, turns around. Victor now get it. Broke up. They're going to have to watch themselves because they don't really have anything up. They're broken out and they've got the player out there in number 2. He turns around. He drives off. Comes up there, running back. They're 2-on-1, and Encounter Bay will get recipients back here. Not a real good handball. Picks it all up. Comes over quickly over there to there, and that was Shea Vermeulen. Vermeulen. Goes up. Kick comes in by Victor, and that's a solid mark to Victor Harbour. And he's pulled up a bit crampy. He's not too fit, this lad, I think, whoever it is. Wait till he turns around. But Victor Harbour into attack there.
Mount Compass 7-4, Gulwa Port Elliot 2 goals.
So we're lined up. Just try and get him now. Kevin is 16, I think, isn't he? Do we have a 16 on there? That's, I reckon, it's 16
on there for Victor.
On our list, I don't think we've got him.
No,
I haven't got him. So just 16s. He's kicked a point so far anyway. So rolls in, puts it up. Umpire comes back. We wait for him to go. He indicates simple goal. So there he goes.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
At the moment, 9-3 to Encounter Bay, 5-3 to Victor Harbour. So what looked like a reasonable lead at quarter time has been whittled back a bit.
Yeah, it's good for the game.
Umpire throws the ball up again, knocked down. Encounter Bay got the numbers there at the centre, trying to pick it up. There are too many of them around the ball, and the umpire says, I'll have it, and throw it up once again. In he goes now to throw the ball up. Up it goes. That for long took a while for it to come down. It went up that high out there.
Oh, just got it out.
You're lucky then he got it. He didn't count on someone coming from behind, did he? And the umpire is in the centre of the ground. He's not the centre of the ground. It's centre forward. And he gets the ball and throws it up. Coming through the Counter Bay, I think he was going to handball that.
He tried to, and then the arm with the ball, and it got snaffled up, and he couldn't get it.
Didn't it? Anyways, they throw it up again. Ball's in there. It's a bit like a rugby game out there at the moment. Arms and legs everywhere. Here's a chance now for the Bays to get through, and that's Shea that come through there.
Shea Vermeulen.
And the ball's been marked in the back line down there by Victor. and Victor put it in and let the wind take it across. Over it goes out there for Encounter Bay, and it's gone out to that player there. Well, I don't think we've got a number for him either. 15 out there, but
yeah, Ambrose Willoughby.
Ambrose Willoughby, and Ambrose kicks it down the half forward line, and the umpire will throw it up again, centre half forward. Up it goes, knocked down.
Oh, beautiful.
Well rode down there by
Jake Tarker.
Knew exactly where that was going, didn't he? That's what happens if you as
he died,
yeah,
he had to get going.
He had to go there for holding the ball, didn't he? And the free kick goes to Victor. Umpire tells him to hurry up and play on. No one's taking any notice of the umpire out there. I suppose they don't have to if they don't want to, as far as playing on. And the mark goes across
Ben
there
Basham.
to Ben Basham. Ben can't kick as far as his brother though, and
Still
it
good
goes
going.
into the forward line. It's not a bad kick in there though, and the ball's over near the boundary line. And will the Bays keep it in? Yeah, I think they will keep it in. They do. It's kept down in there through.
Hanging on, free kick and down the
5.
Bay. Handballed it out and then got thrown out. Tonkin.
And Tonkin kicks it back. He finds his teammate.
Crispin. Oh, no, it's not Davis again. Sorry, Ben.
He hit the ground like he was a rubber ball then, didn't he? Hit the ground and almost bounced up. Anyway, ball goes over that far side out there. Lippert tried to mark the ball, couldn't complete the mark, and the ball comes out now. Comes out loose, and the umpire says you've rubbed him too high out there. And who's going back then? Victor Harbour will get the free kick. Ball comes out. Ball over in front of the scoreboard out there. A couple of hand passes go out, and the player just keeps running down there for Encounter Bay, and I think he'll find the boundary line a bit too close in a minute. No, he doesn't. Here's a chance for them though. And
hanging on.
You'll find that there's a free kick being played
Allen.
out here to Encounter Bay
Ruckman.
to Big Allen. He's been a bit of a journeyman over the time, hasn't he? He's been here and there and back again.
I think he went north a lot, I think.
He might have.
Yeah, out jobs, I think so.
Anyway, he comes in there to have his shot for goal, and that is not a bad looking kick, but it goes in, falls a little bit short out there, and I think you'll find the
Out of
boundary
bounds.
umpire will call it out of bounds, and the boundary umpire will toss it in, Trev.
Certainly is. Right in the Encounter Bay goals at the sea end here. Ocean end up here. Up he goes. Puts it up. Up they goes. Turns around, comes out of the pack. Victor gets it. Handballs off. Quickly scrambled out. All the Bays back here though, and Tonkin gets it in the back, in the flanks there. Goes out, hanging onto it. Up they come. Picked up beautifully there by Encounter Bay. Goes up. The ball goes back. Comes back around. Picks all up. Goes out there. Finds his player in Bulldog. There's your back lines. Look at it. There's your back lines and the forward lines. You're gonna make it hard for your forwards there anyway. Kick went well, goes out wide, and he finds his player out there, and I reckon that will be your mate, I reckon, Nicholas Marshall.
Nicholas Marshall, yep.
But yeah, you can't understand some of these sides, you know, like it's good, but your backmen don't need to go into your forward flanks. It's thick enough in there. Like I said, Bulldog had it, and he was at centre half forward, and he's the centre half back. In he comes. Marshall lines up. She's going. It's going up and over and up and down. Drop the ball. Allen gets it off the foot. Comes over, and I think she's forced over the boundary line of the umpire goal. Central umpires come up. This will be interesting. Yeah. Will they knock it through on the full? If it does, it's a free kick.
Yeah, they'll get one
up
goal.
They go. Turn around. Encounter Bay got it. They tapped it out, which is what they wanted. Tyson Hill got one high. Up they come. Encounter Bay gets him, wraps him up from the back. Probably gets it for in the back.
You get a free kick out of it.
Holding the kick, holding the ball.
No, holding the ball.
Yeah. It was fierce. It was from the back. I thought he might have got him for just actually pushing him forward, but he didn't. So Ben Davis has kicked 4 goals in the first quarter and 1 point. Lines up for his 4th one. Bays probably need this one just to steady. Victor kicked 2 into the win, or what we classify as a win. Davis comes in, the umpire runs around, out he comes, steps up, signals a goal. Ben Davis from Encounter Bay
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
A few more the way they should be playing, so...
Anyway, the umpire comes in to throw it up. A couple of minutes away, I would think, from half time there. Ball goes up, comes down again, a heap of players on the ground, and the umpire will throw it up. Right in the centre circle. Umpire tosses it up. In they come. Push down out there. Counter Bay got the numbers out there again. Pettit's got the ball.
He's having a good game, isn't he?
He is having a good game, and he kicks it right down to the forward line down there. And is what they done there? The umpire
Ball up, I think.
Whistle.
He just got it out.
Just
as
blew
he
the whistle.
blew the whistle, and then it just come out.
Yeah. Anyway, he'll throw the ball up right in the goal square down there, and Victor player grabs it, falls on the ground. Umpire says, "Give it to me, and I'll throw it up once again." Too many players around the ball there. There's only 2 players in one half the oval here. Anyway, ball goes on the ground once again. Nothing much is happening there.
No, you look at it, there's only 2 players, and they're now moved into the centre, haven't they?
Yeah.
Basham and his crowd apart. Now Basham's gone forward. And he drags the player in there. They're only playing in a third of the oval here. Up and down it goes. Turn around. Tyson Neal gets it. Handballs it out. Goes to Victor though. Turns around, comes back in. Counter Bay get in underneath. They get wrapped. Oh, that is. Oh, it'll be very interesting to see what he goes, Kevy. Umpire didn't see it, but they're not very happy. And I don't blame them. The Bay players saw what was going on and they picked it out. So, they need to watch the replay on this one, I think, Kevy. There might be a bit of action. There was 3 punches thrown in then. Yeah. That's why the Bays were antagonised up. Up it comes though. Victor Harbour, recipients of a lucky turnaround there, but comes up on the back flank. Goes out. They're trying to handball it out. Finally, they kick forward, comes up. But guess what? It is useless football trying to pack in the back lines and then kick it out. Counter Bay, Bulldog puts it out wider. Crispin goes for it. Got plenty of times. He can bounce it, he can run it, he can make sandcastles. He goes out wide, finds his player out there, and Gould could have been, goes off inside, kicks too far, and repelled in here by Victor Harbour in number 16. Can't tell you who he is because we don't have him listed. He's in the back flank. Now he's waiting for all the players to run back. Kicks forward, goes off and he finds his player. He plays on quick. Not going to be much sense if you don't have players out there. That is a shocking kick. Goes up, over the back. Counter Bay, gets wraps him up. Basham throws it all out. Comes over.
There's
Victor kicks it up. No, look at this. It's only a player back there is in Counter Bay. Needs the bounce to go on. He gets it and he turns around and goes off. He can turn around. He can wait 20 minutes because there's no Victor player going to run into him. He turns around, kicks out, and he finds his player out there, and Marcus Slippert. Marcus Slippert with the ball, kicks out here now, comes out wider, and he finds his player, and then turns around and goes off there as Aaron Gould. Turns around, he goes too far, over the back, picks it all up, goes up, can't get off to it, out it goes wide, goes over the front, and spoiled front on. That'll be a free kick. Always will be. It'll be a free kick to Victor Harbour. Is it number 20 or 30? 30 I think it is, which we got down should be Charlie Vincent.
Well, it looks like a Vincent.
So, but yeah, you can see play here. Victor, like, if you're going to take a game on, that's why in Counter Bay, like I said, don't need to get in the back line because they've got to kick blind. He drives it up. That's going to go wide and out. It's a minor score. So Vincent gets a minor score to Victor Harbour on the FBA scoreboard. They go to 5-4 and Counter Bay 10 goals to 3.
And the ball will be right back in.
Bulldog.
Bulldog for Counter Bay. Kicks it in short out there. Finds his Lippert out there.
You should know him, Kevin. You should know him. You changed his nappies right from day dot.
And it smacked him on the behind there, doing a kick like that on the back line. And it's gone in for out of bounds, I would think. It has. Yeah. So he's a bit lucky to get away with it that easy. So Encounter Bay with the ball, running out of bounds. I hugged the boundary line over that far side of the ground. Comes back in again, and it looks like
a free kick.
A free kick for someone from Encounter Bay if they want to run and get it.
Bulldog again.
No one wants it.
Yeah, Bulldog's there.
Oh, Bulldog's got it, right.
He was there from when he kicked, so he's still there.
He hadn't moved. Why waste energy if you don't have to? It comes in now. Again, it's kicked in again at the back of the pack.
Ooh,
It was
could have
almost
paid that.
a mark taken by Victor,
Didn't.
but umpire calls play on. And the umpire will throw it back up again. Back it up. That was almost a throwdown, wasn't it? Anyway, ball out there now near the boundary line, and Encounter Bay got it. And the kick again goes astray. And
It's the siren, Kevin.
a bit more of that kicking down there. It's 26
That
minutes.
certainly is. So the FPA scoreboard here at half-time is Encounter Bay 10-3, leading the home side Victor Harbour 5-4 on the FPA scoreboard.
Interesting scores in that quarter then. Encounter Bay got 2 goals, 2. And that's exactly what Victor got in the first quarter.
Yeah, but the Bays kicked 8 in the first, the Victor's 3, so a big difference there. So
made a difference in
anyhow, we'll get on with the lot here. We'll give the scores later on. We'll chase out a few things. So it's 90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
We all know there's nothing better than a good night's sleep. And for a better night's sleep, think Sealy, Sleep Haven, Sleep Maker and Adriatic Slumber from Dreamland Victor Harbour. Over many years, Mary and her team have helped solve many sleep problems. They also offer delivery and old mattress removal in the Victor Harbour area. Conditions apply. Dreamland Victor Harbour, open weekdays and Saturdays till 1 for linen, home decor wear and all SA-made bedding. Dreamland, 295 Port Elliot Road, Hayborough.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour. Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
Well, welcome to our halftime hub, and with me today I've got the president of the Victor Harbour Football Club, Simon Grenfell, to have a chat with.
Thanks, Kevin.
The new president.
Second year.
Oh, that's right, you are. But you are the new president.
I am the new president, newish, yes.
2 in
yes.
a row. You enjoying the job?
Yeah. Listen, it's challenging, it's busy, but it's great to be able to give back to the community. We're building a really good community club here, so it's great.
Oh, good that you're enjoying it anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of people get
it's
the president's
busy.
job and say, "Why was I silly enough to do that?" But,
Yeah, sometimes got to look at the bigger picture, but yeah.
Oh well, as long as if you're enjoying it. Now, a little bit about yourself, Simon. You've come here as an official.
Yes.
At the club. You didn't come as a player. But
No.
have you been here before as a player?
Played for Langhorne Creek
Yeah.
within the Great Southern.
Yeah. I
Um,
knew you played for Langhorne Creek. I thought
Yep.
you might play for Victor.
No, I haven't played. Didn't play
Too
for
many
Victor.
Simon Grenfells there.
There is a few Simon Grenfells. Yes.
So the other one was, I think he was an umpire. So anyway,
Yeah.
so as a player at Langhorne Creek,
Yeah, played for 4 years, 3 or 4 years at Langhorne Creek, just mainly in the reserves.
Yeah.
Played in a couple of premierships, won one premiership, lost another premiership. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed my time at Langhorne Creek.
Yeah, one time there, Langhorne Creek A and B grade, they only had to roll up just about to play in the grand final. They didn't win a lot of grand finals in a row. I was up there a few times.
We were up there a few times. I think in 2007 we were both undefeated and both lost in the grand final.
Oh, I don't want to hear about that.
No.
Gordon has got the knives in his back still.
Yes,
he reckons, out of
yes.
that.
Yeah, Gordon Togman still wears those pretty hard, yes.
And it's the first time I've ever seen Griff with tears in his eyes that day.
Yes, it was a hard day at Strathalbyn that day.
But anyway, that's the way it goes. So, as a player, what, you just an average player? Or
Oh yeah, I tried
tried.
hard. Wasn't high on the skills. Don't ask Michael Simmons about my kicking. But yeah, generally a backman that tried hard, played hard, but not overly skillful. Played in Port Lincoln before I came over here.
Did you?
Won a premiership for the Waybacks in Port Lincoln in 2003.
Was that in A grade or?
Yeah, in A grade.
Yeah.
A grade over there. So that's that's another good strong country comp.
It is, yeah, over there.
Yep.
Well, there's 3 teams in the town. 3 or 4 teams?
1, 2, 3, 4 teams in Port Lincoln.
And what, Tumby Bay, are they out of there?
No, Tumby Bay, they're in Great Southern. Then you've got Marble Range just out of town.
Oh, yeah, right. And you
so-
got that Indigenous team?
Yeah, Mallee Park, they were
Mallee
always
Park,
good.
are they
They were
still there?
great fun to play against. That was always a great day. We were playing Mallee
Big day,
Park.
was it?
Oh, just a fun, just always a challenge. You never knew what you were going to get, but it was always a good day. You always got up to play against Mallee Park.
Playing those Indigenous teams, they're very skillful, aren't they?
Very skillful,
Very
yeah.
skillful.
They're very quick, very skillful. But if you got hold of them, if you didn't let them run on and you held them down, because a lot of them weren't overly big.
They're quick.
They were very quick. If they got their running game going and you didn't hang on to them or sit on them a little bit, they would run away from you. So yeah, they were very skillful.
So you left Port Lincoln, and what, to come over here?
Yeah,
then?
moved to Port Lincoln and did a bit of played footy out at Langhorne Creek, and then once my boys got a little bit older, they wanted to start playing footy, so they came down to.
But how did you get to Langhorne Creek from Port Lincoln?
Oh, I was working for the state government in Port Lincoln,
Yeah.
and that sort of job was running out, so I got a job with the Alexandrina Council in 2003, and moved over here, and was working with a couple of the guys from Langhorne Creek in Joe Hill, Matt James,
Oh yeah, Joe.
David Zanker,
Yeah.
that were playing for Langhorne Creek, and they said, come out to the creek, that's the best place to go.
They talked you into it.
They
didn't
talked me into it, so I went and played out at Langhorne Creek.
Oh, well, you were successful out there, and then you moved over to Victor Harbour.
Yeah, when my boys they were getting a little bit older, they wanted to start playing footy, so the wife said, well, we're going to Victor Harbour. I was working, I didn't get much choice, so we just came to Victor Harbour.
So you're working at Goolwa then, were you?
Yeah, working at Goolwa, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, oh well, she called the tune, so it's probably a good move.
That's right, yep.
So you can't blame her for that.
No, not at all.
Well, so then you took on the job here as president. That was last year.
Yes, yeah. I've obviously coached a bit of the junior footy through the times, coached my lads and helped out a little bit on the committee a few years ago, but some of the committee were looking for some assistance at the end of 2019, so they gave me a call and said, can you come and help us out on the committee? And I said, rightio, you get time to give back to the community. So
once you get on the committee, you're on there for a fair while normally.
Yeah. So that's we're starting to build a really strong club and a strong community club. We've got a lot of players back this year, which has been really, really good.
But you picked the year. Probably one of the worst years you could have picked, because that was the Zone Country Championships. It was out here and at Victor Harbour and at Encounter Bay. So that was a big weekend.
That was a big
for
weekend.
everybody, wasn't it?
Yeah. And listen, it was a great weekend. Obviously over the last few years, the Victor Harbour Club, through Grant Retallick and a myriad of other volunteers, Grant Levy, Greg East, Grant Retallick, Stuart Johnson, a whole lot of other people who got involved and obviously build our wonderful club rooms. And it was great to be able to hold the country championships here last year and really showcase what we can do. Obviously, we're putting up new light poles now. So we've got 2 up. We'll put up the others later this year. So we're really building what we'd like to think is the premier sporting venue on the South Coast.
So another thing you got out of it was a pitch, a turf pitch.
Yeah,
cricket.
Yep. So
that was probably more by sheer luck than good judgment, was it?
Obviously, we couldn't hold the championships if we had the concrete pitch in the middle.
Concrete pitch, they wouldn't allow.
So working with the Victor Harbour Council have been really strong in supporting us. Victoria McCurdy and her team have been really great. Working with the Victor Harbour Cricket Club, so we've got a turf pitch now.
Well, you've got the makings of it. It hasn't been played on yet, though, has it?
No, they didn't quite. Obviously through timing, through the championships, through footy, and getting it in last year, they didn't quite get a game on it the summer just gone, but they'll be onto it.
Onto it next year, or the end of this year.
Yes,
the end of this year. Okay, now just getting back to the club here. How are you going for player numbers this year?
We've probably got the most amount of numbers we've seen for quite a little while. I think we've got over 75 listed, which is great.
This is for senior football?
Senior footy, yep.
Oh, gee, that's a lot.
So senior footy, we're looking really well. We've had a lot of players come back into the club, a lot of senior Colts, a lot of guys that played senior Colts with us previously. We won senior Colts flag in 2019 and a few before that.
Yeah, you won a few of those and a few junior Colts
over
the last few years as well.
So a lot of those players have come, they've gone away, they've gone to university, they've played up in town, and they've come back this year. So, we've got a good range of players.
Well, they're the ones you need. They're the 0 point players that you get back to your club. So it doesn't cost you anything that way, and you may cost you a few dollars to give them to get back here as far as their petrol money and things like that go. But they're good local players, and they'll probably stay here. Yeah,
well, what's important is they bring their mums and dads and their families, and you look at today, and there's a great atmosphere around the club. It's a beautiful day. The club rooms are full.
That's what you want.
That's what you want.
Club room's full. That's where you sell your meals and your drinks and things like that.
Yep, our B grade numbers are full. We had guys missing out that couldn't get a game today.
Yeah, well, what's the big change from last year? Because last year your player numbers were right there, weren't they?
Yeah, I think it's just timing. Obviously we got Jesse McKinnon back.
Yeah.
Which is good. And once you get 1 and 2 and then a few more.
Well, a player like Jesse comes back, and you want Heaslip or someone like that back now, because I see he was out of the 21 there for a while.
Yep.
This year, so interesting to see what happens with him.
Yeah.
Although he's played a lot of league football, and he's had some good games too.
Yeah. Yep. But so we're it's just been a combination of things. Our coach and footy director, Stevie Fairhurst and Damien Cross have been doing a lot of work over the summer period, talking to a lot of players. We've got a really good young group. Got Zach Dowling and Dill Kleinig. Some of those sort of guys that are really good. And we've got the Martin brothers back. We've got the Vincent boys. So they are dyed in the wool locals.
Well, they are. They're dyed in the wool locals.
They're the people that we want to get back to our club
or whatever. So they're here. And what about volunteers? I mean, the club runs on volunteers.
We've got a great many volunteers. You look at, we've got Stocky, Simon Mormel, Jeff Curl, who looks after the oval. I mean, you look out there, that's it's got to be the best oval in the league. I mean, everybody says their oval is good, but we're really proud of the facilities we've got.
Well, it's a great looking oval now. I mean, there a few years there that the grass died off, and it took a while before it grew. Especially a year like this where we haven't had much rain.
Yeah, but Jeff Curl and his team have done a lot of work getting the facilities up to where they are at.
Yeah, well done to Jeff, because Jeff's one of these people that, if there's something to be done, he's normally around the place to do it.
Yep.
So the match today, how's it looking at the moment? It's 10 goals 3 to 5 goals 4. You're about 5 goals behind. And it looks like goals can be scored pretty easily out there at the moment.
Yeah, Encounter Bay kicked off really quickly. We've sort of steadied the ship a little bit since then, but our guys will have some work to do in the second half. But we're pretty confident they'll be able to work their way back into the game and get back on top. Jesse, Ben Basham and a few others, they'll get back into it. It'll be great.
We'll get it back to a point the difference.
Yep.
At the end of the day, and you'll have people out here everywhere. The bar will be full afterwards.
That's what we want.
Anyway, thanks for your time today, Simon, and good luck for the rest of the season.
No worries. Thanks very much, Kevin.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
We all know there's nothing better than a good night's sleep. And for a better night's sleep, think Sealy, Sleep Haven, Sleep Maker and Adriatic Slumber from Dreamland Victor Harbour. Over many years, Mary and her team have helped solve many sleep problems. They also offer delivery and old mattress removal in the Victor Harbour area. Conditions apply. Dreamland Victor Harbour, open weekdays and Saturdays till 1 for linen, home decor wear and all SA-made bedding. Dreamland, 295 Port Elliot Road, Hayborough.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
You're right. Well, back here at the Victor Harbour Oval, both teams are out there now, ready to get on with it. Because I reckon it'll be a cold night here tonight. There's no clouds in the sky, beautiful sunny day, and around about 5:30 it'll start cooling down very, very quickly. So anyway, we've spoken to the president of the club there in Simon Grenfell. He's fairly confident that Victor can get back into the game, and as I said, it'll be a 1-point game. Wouldn't it be a great finish off for the day? And Trev here has been out chasing around the numbers. Trev, did you have any luck?
Certainly have, Kevin. I've hopefully got you a good one.
Thank you for that. And anyway, the two teams are out there eager to get on with business. And as I said, we've got a couple of the scores. Victor Harbour 5-4, Encounter Bay 10-3. That's a half-time score. Mount Compass 7-4 to Goolwa Port Elliot. 2 straight goals. And here's a bit of a surprise. There's one that we've got here. We've got a photo of the scoreboard at Wollonga because they've got a scoreboard there which is a big colour scoreboard, electronic one. Wollonga 1-3. This is half time. and McLaren 5 goals 6. So McLaren have certainly got the wood on Willunga the way things are at the moment. Anyway, the umpire bounces the ball in centre. Counter Bay now kicking down towards the scoring end out here. Almost a mark taken by the Bays out there through Nick Marshall. Nick Marshall comes in, kicks the ball in short. Maybe he should have had to go a bit longer. Pettit comes out there and they grab hold of Pettit and throw him on the ground. And Pettit will get the free kick for Encounter Bay. And he'll be about on his kicking distance out there at the moment. We're right behind him here at the Victor Harbour Oval. Trev's got all the numbers and everything seems to be right out there at the moment. And Pettit will have a shot. He's probably will kick this from about 45. I'm right behind him as well here. You can see where he's going with it. Comes in, or he runs in on a bit of an angle, and funnily enough that is about where he kicked it, and it's offline, goes through the other side of the post, and it's for 1 behind only out there for Encounter Bay. So they go to 10 goals 4 now to 5 goals 4 to Victor Harbour on our FB Ag scoreboard. Good, Trev, you got an accountant out here.
Oh, cheers, Kevy.
A good mark out there then by Basham for Victor Harbour. Sees the ball heading down at 100 mile an hour down to the high end of the ground, but it's cut off down there, and Encounter Bay have taken the mark, and the ball has gone.
Are we losing one, Kevy, are you? So going off, might be down there, just onto there. The ball goes up in the forward lines now, comes out, Encounter Bay overrun it. Victor Harbour picked it up quickly out there, goes out through their player. Handball goes out wider, turns around, then they kick backwards, going around. They're just trying to control this one, and finishes up and goes around into there. So goes off now, comes around quickly, comes around now to Victor, and they've gone through Heath Trelaw. Heath Trelaw comes up the clubroom side, goes off, man body in front, turns around, gets wrapped up. Crispin gets in, can't get it on, wraps up here, and she's on the wing side here, clubroom side for a ball up. Right in front of the main crowd here, goes up, pushed in underneath, goes onto it. Lippert gets it for Encounter Bay, drives forward, goes off, Nick Marshall gets it, spins around, drives, floats the ball out wide, goes around, picks up his player quickly, and Davis goes up, kicks it, goes off there, and he goes offline. She goes, Ben Davis finishes with a minor score to Encounter Bay. They go on the FBAG scoreboard. Victor 5-4 to Encounter Bay, 10 goals 7.
Trev, we got 2 number 48s on that team sheet. Anyway, from the kick in, keeps over. Here's a chance now for the big fella out there for Encounter Bay, and anyway.
Yep, kick on, Kevy, because I'll just chase yours up.
Pettit's ended up with the ball out there. Someone's throwing it to him. He'll throw it back to the umpire. No, he's given it to the player to run out there and run around the mark and have a kick, and that was a number 9 in Corey Gamble. And here's a chance now for Victor Harbour through a number 47 out there, Jesse McKinnon. Well, we're right with him, and Jesse McKinnon now has gone for holding the ball.
No,
he hasn't.
Everyone screamed for it.
No, the ball
the arm was over the shoulder and he's thrown it up.
Ah, so it's a bit each way, they reckon.
Yep. Off it goes in the pocket there, handballed out there, and that's a kick off there. That will be untouched. Will go over to Encounter Bay, and it'll be picked up quickly through there by Andrew Fife. Fife goes off, misses his target inside though, comes up quickly there. There's had the opportunity, he'll probably go, which he has. Umpire said, you have had an opportunity, goes on to there and goes on, and Victor Harbour gets up through it there. And I reckon that was a 47 which got it, which is Jesse McKinnon.
Jesse McKinnon, yeah.
Jesse McKinnon goes out, turns up, and Encounter Bay goes up, spoil each other actually, breaks away quickly. Victor goes off into attack, up the forward lines, use the body, goes off there. The umpire's blown his whistle and said, sorry, you were in his back when you pushed him off. And free kick there to Baldock. It's Encounter Bay, goes off, he comes in, finds himself quickly there and goes around to
Pettit.
Pettit. Pettit goes off, forward lines, out they come, strong run, strong mark, Tyson Neal onto there, and out he comes and takes it right in front of his nose. Loves it when he can get on the lead and the kicks come out like that.
Well, the way the game started off, they were getting goals all the time. Now they can't buy one. Well, they kicked 3 points in a row.
So he lines up now. It's stated before with Tyson's. Normally a beautiful kick. Goes onto it, drives the leg, goes up, umpire moves, comes around, looks over it, he's happy. There it goes, goal. Tyson Neal gets the...
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Flurio, we're in your field.
2 goals, 2 though. They were at 10 goals, 3 they were at half time.
Yeah, they got them up for 5 points. Up in the centre it goes, come down. Counter Bay get it again, goes out wide, but it's Victor Harbour all by themselves out there, hanging around onto there, going around with James Bramley. He turns around, gets the ball, kicks it back in, but it's in Counter Bay. Smother goes off, steps over, then he fumbles it and it goes over the boundary line for a ball in. As I said, you sit around, you'd have to say that probably Colin Pettett's probably getting plenty of kicks, getting close on the best in the ground out there.
Yeah, well, there's not too many have more kicks than him out there at the moment.
Yeah.
Jesse McKinnon's had a few, but anyway, the boundary umpire tosses it in over that far side of the ground, taken down there by Victor Harbour. Players grabs hold of out there, and the water just got it away just in time. That's in Counter Bay. Over it went to Lippert. Lippert kicks it up, and it's gone straight to the opposition out there. And they got a chance here to put the ball right down in their scoring area, and that's James Hewitt. Hewitt finds a teammate down there. Yeah,
he didn't pay it.
Oh, he had... That was one of the biggest push in the backs I reckon I've seen for a long time, Trev.
Yes, it certainly looked it from here, didn't it?
Yeah. So Victor go to 5 goals 5 now in Counter Bay, 11 goals 5, and
Ball.
our FP Ag scoreboard.
Ball quickly brought back in Counter Bay, and the takes it out there really deep in the back pocket. Turns around, goes on. He comes off, swings it inside, goes around. That's
Geez, they never learn, do they?
No.
Kicking the ball across the ground like that.
No, it was late too on the play. He comes out the bays now. Turn around, they pit it up. Crispin goes up. This is over the top. Goes up. Good. Spoiled by the bays. That was gutsy. Turn around. Tyson Neal gets the ball. Picks it all up. Drives in with a floater. Goes out there. Tarka turns around. No, those goes on to the bays.
Tarka won't miss.
No, I don't think it's him. I reckon it's Davis or...
Second, isn't it? That's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Have they got 12? Yeah. 12 goals 5 in Counter Bay, 5 goals 5. Victor Harbour on our FP Ag scoreboard. So the umpire's got hold of the ball now. You come in and throw it up in the centre. I don't know what they're waiting for down there. They must be waiting for something. Have they got the ball?
No, I don't think so. I think it's gone right over the back. So they've called for another football. So
not very often you lose a football at Victor Harbour.
Victor Harbour, I think someone's put it in their pocket and decided to go for a run, I think.
It looks like.
Well, they're still yelling now, so yeah, the ball is over, so they've got it, but they've called for a relief one, so the boys will just have to kick it back now, so...
Tried to kick it too hard, Tarka did. That's the time you do a hammy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got it into the centre, that's the main thing, so yeah. So just a bit of a hold up here and time-wise, so yeah. Both our umpires out there, Dave and Nick, been doing a good job on this.
Yeah, they've been umpires.
They've been around going onto it, it's been free-flowing game onto it, which is
Umpire
great.
tosses the ball up in the centre. Counter Bay going through there and the ball comes out loose. Now going to Victor. they got the numbers, but they haven't got the ball though. The ball's gone out there to, if we can find the numbers down there at the moment, and it's pretty hard to do that. And that was,
goes on, it's right up here though in the forward lines now, Kevy. Turns round, Bayes picked it all up, sidestep around, goes over, kicks around there. Ooh, just missed that one there, and that one there was number 11 in Mitchell Davis with a minor score, Kevy.
Yeah, so 5 goals.
5 to Victor Harbour, 12 goals, 6 to Encounter Bay on the FPA scoreboard.
And plays out again, and Victor Harbour have got the ball out there, and they've got it, and Jackson Elms has got it this time. And Elms has taken his time to kick it. Play on calls the umpire, and he's kicked it down along the clubroom side. Almost a mark taken down there by Victor. Ball comes back again. Elms has got another chance to mark it. Couldn't complete the mark though. Ball comes out loose. Goes out loose, gone over the top there to Victor Harbour, and the ball now comes out again. Goes back into a pack of players, and the umpire will come along and throw the ball up on the wing, clubroom side, and it goes back to the umpire. The umpire's got hold of it again. Up it goes, pushed down. Oh!
Actually got in for the hold in the ball, but he kicked the ball, and another player stood in front of him and smothered. So probably unlucky, but still, he had a chance. So,
should have kicked it before that. And the ball comes in loose. There was a sort of a lackadaisical type mark then. He didn't look like there was any anxiousness to get hold of the ball. Almost a mark taken down there. I think the umpires paid that.
Yeah, to the bays.
That was a good mark into the bays. So I think the player come down fairly heavy down there, and the ball's gone across now. The player out there from Encounter Bay running backwards gets a hand pass. He might run into a bit of trouble here. He does run into trouble, and again I think Encounter Bay now are out there, and they're giving away a few free kicks out there for not getting rid of the ball. They're playing on, but no, they're playing on when there's nothing to play on for really. The back of the pack, Victor Harbour should be able to kick this one off the ground to get a goal. They have
touched.
Is it touched? Isn't it touched? I think the
touched
umpire,
by the umpire, and that was Basham.
The umpire says it is touched, and that's a minor score only out there to Victor, and they go to 5 goals 6, and again they centre the ball. Encounter Bay got hold of the ball out there now at the moment, and that's gone to Hamish Tonkin. Hamish Tonkin over to Pettit, and Pettit now has got the ball on the wing, kicks it in short. Ooh,
got in there quick and far,
did it ever? Got there as quick as he could. There's James Brown that's got hold of it for Encounter Bay. And
lollipop around.
And why would they kick in? You're kicking with the breeze out there at the moment. And it's taken three kicks to go nowhere. And plays allowed to go on, and it goes on out into the centre of the ground. One-handed turnover.
Yeah, but that's where you get burnt every time.
Yep. And the turnover now, the players kicked it right down. If they can mark it down here, the player marked it down there that can kick a mile, and there is a goal to Basham. And you'd have to say that.
We all know there's nothing better than a good night's sleep. And for a better night's sleep, think Sealy, Sleep Haven, Sleep Maker and Adriatic Slumber from Dreamland Victor Harbour. Over many years, Mary and her team have helped solve many sleep problems. They also offer delivery and old mattress removal in the Victor Harbour area. Conditions apply. Dreamland Victor Harbour, open weekdays and Saturdays till 1 for linen, home decor wear and all SA-made bedding. Dreamland, 295 Port Elliot Road, Hayborough.
Well, so they've got burn on that one, but they've still got a handy lead. But if you mess around like that, things change in a game of football very
still
quickly.
6 goals the difference out there at the moment. 12-6 Encounter Bay, 6-6 Victor Harbour on the FP Ag scoreboard as the umpire tosses the ball up high in the centre. Victor Harbour got it again. I think they almost handed that to the player that was standing there. Umpire didn't see it, and the play's allowed to go on. And Victor got it again.
Oh, slam tackle.
Goes down.
Can't do that.
He gets up again. And that was Lippert then that went down. he had hold of the ball, but Victor Harbour again get the ball out of the centre, and they seem to be getting the ball away from the clearances a bit more than they did earlier in the piece.
Oh,
he called him pay on.
Went to Victor, so yeah.
Maybe that could have been holding the ball a little bit too long too, but anyway, here comes another goal to Victor Harbour, and that is out there to
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
Sydney, you get 2 goals against them, and then they'd go into lockdown. You could see that it was man-on-man lockdown. And they turned around and said, you mess around here, once the team gets going, like I said, Victor have rolled over 2 goals, which they shouldn't have got, and they're, and then they get their back up, they get their run going, and it starts to become really, really bad. It's hard to stop.
So that's 2 goals into the breeze this quarter.
Yep, that's what they did in the first quarter. So the Bays have to stop and arrest this one. Back in the centre. Up she goes, pushes down by Victor. Comes up there, the umpire's got a free kick, comes around to pet it. Must have got oh, that's a shocker. That killed 20 worms on the way through there.
One step and kicked it almost straight on the ground.
Goes up. They got away with this with the ball up on the forward flank. But yeah, I don't know. They've just sort of lost their thought and their play they were going on, to me, it looks like. Up they goes, comes back down, pushes down there by Tonkin, straight to his arms, and he gets wrapped up, so Victor Harbour get another ball up. Still in the centre square here. Up she goes, half around they go. Tonkin gets it, throws it all back, can't get down to it, stacks on the middle here, and this is play that Victor Harbour is going to love.
Are they ever? I mean, they're stopping the go. In fact, look at that flag out there, Trev. It's almost flying the other way.
Yeah, this is junior football. Just smother the ball and let's play in packs. Up it goes again. Tonkin gets it, throws it out, nose around. Victor got the numbers back there because they know that's where Tonkin's going to go. Crispin gets it, kicks it all out. He finds his player quickly out there, and that one there is Aaron Gould. Gould steps back in, drives the ball out. It's a bit better, at least he's picked the player out. Now look at this, he goes on to play quickly and just gets his kick away, but look, it misses his target up there. Up it goes in the pocket, running onto it, and Counter Bay, Davis gets it all up they go. Ruckman goes up, can't get it, hits the ground, the Ruckman becomes a rover. Allen can't, sockers off the ground there, he turns around, misses that, and that's going to
out of bounds.
A free kick.
Yep, it is.
Even though it's socket off the ground, it's untouched and it's a free kick. Victor Harbour quickly play on. Up they go. Crispin in front of him. Goes off. That's late. Play on, says the umpire. Goes off into it. Caps out onto there. And they get the ball up here on the forward flank for Encounter Bay.
He stood right behind Basham as he came through to spoil him.
Yep. Up they go. Tonkin goes up. Pushes it out. Comes back down. Victor Harbour have read that beautifully. Goes down to there. Crispin gets around, handball comes out by Victor, handball goes out, he gets wrapped up by Lippert, missed intercepted there, comes out to Encounter Bay, comes out Allen's going to lope after this, a big man, turns around, sticks up all, goes up, sits in the ball, can't hit it straight, out in the full. It'll be a free kick to Victor Harbour in the deep, right by the point post for a free kick in.
As I say, don't give a ruckman too many shots at goal.
No. He did well to parade there, but now this is another silly move by Encounter Bay. He picks the ball up, comes back to stand on the mark.
He should let him go and get it.
Should let the other boy get it, and then he's got to come back into the field. So Victor Harbour now, deep in the back, right next to the point post. Adelaide end, umpire calls him to play on, drives off, gets this ball out now, goes out the back flank, the far side, comes off handballs, comes back by Encounter Bay, goes around, just a blind kick up in the air, bang, the ball's nowhere near it. Took the player out of play, the ball was going out of bounds and he took him out, and umpire was standing right there and said, you can't take a player out when the ball's nowhere near him.
You may have inadvertently hurt him there.
Yeah, well, he went down hard, so we'll be seeing. His boot's off too, so he's getting the boot done onto it. But yeah, so we've got the names. That was Reece Bartram. Yeah, it was a bit probably suggestions there that he possibly had his eye on the ball, which was up high and wide, and just cannoned into him and not knowing he was really there.
That was Jake Tarker.
Yep. So it's Jake Tarker. He's all right. He just must have taken his boot off, so he's putting the boot on. So Jake Tarker to line up. Kevin's got him for 2. I only had him for 1, but he goes. He comes up. That looks
That's
pretty
a good
good.
kick,
The bows
isn't
are
it?
clapping.
Yeah.
He goes on, shows the style of football he's played. Umpire comes.
We all know there's nothing better than a good night's sleep. And for a better night's sleep, think Sealy, Sleep Haven, Sleep Maker and Adriatic Slumber from Dreamland Victor Harbour. Over many years, Mary and her team have helped solve many sleep problems. They also offer delivery and old mattress removal in the Victor Harbour area. Conditions apply. Dreamland Victor Harbour open weekdays and Saturdays till 1 for linen, home decor wear and all SA-made bedding. Dreamland, 295 Port Elliot Road, Hayborough.
Side of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Your fitness comes in, so everything else comes. Your timing, your leg strength, getting through to them. So
well, you've got to make the most of what you get over there,
exactly
because you
right.
don't get too many easy ones. Umpire comes in now to throw the ball up in the centre. In they come, run into each other. Here's a chance out there now for, might have been Jesse McKinnon, I think, to get that ball down there. Almost a mark
Crispin's
taken
got it.
down there by Crispin.
See, there's
Not
that
having a
handle, not set.
Not having a bad game there. There they go on there. Give the ball away.
Turnover.
Here's another goal gone.
He's gone, holding the ball. Had the opportunity.
Oh, gee.
Anyway, play goes on. Victor now messing around a bit. Short kick when he should have kicked deep. Basham's right deep in the pocket. He gets it. Slung around. Kicks it again. Handball's out. Goes over the back and Counter Bay. Thump it away. Forces it out wide. She goes right out over the boundary boundary line by the point post there. And the netball court's there at that end. So, it goes on, like I said, if any pressure on it, if you stand with a man on the mark and you're only got a metre away from him, you know you're going to be under pressure. So why try to handball? Off it goes, up it goes, comes back down. Victor picked it all up. Handball goes out this time. Series comes back again, steps inside, another handball, kicks it up. Chip kicks it up it goes. Strong mark there. And that's by Victor Harbour. Is that Wheatrow? No, it's not.
No, it's not a Wheatrow, I don't think.
Not him. Turn around. We'll pick up number 10, I reckon it is. Yep.
10.
Turn
It
around.
is
Picked it
Wheatrow,
up.
is it?
Yep. No, James Hewitt. He's kicked 2 goals. So he will pick up in onto here. You would expect him with those 2 goals. Only going to kick from probably 42.
It's just as well as Counter Bay got the other one, otherwise big game on, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well,
And
it still is.
Could be, yeah, it still is.
Still is kicked into the man on the mark, mind you. Counter Bay run away with it. They kick it out of here. Out it goes. Player from behind over the back, but Victor got the run of it. Oh, it bobbles up and down on him. Can't get it. Turns around. He slams it around his body. Up it goes. Victor in the tide behind. Can't get it. I reckon it was Lippert. Couldn't get it. Turns around. Comes out and Counter Bay picks it all up. Goes down. Flicked out. Goes round. Kicks it all up. Umpire goes on with it. Counter Bay with it now. Here comes the run. Out he comes on the chest. Oh, now look at that. There it is. Didn't have it in his hands. Went for the ball. And they were lucky there was no players in on there. He turns around, kicks it all up, goes over there, misses it. Tarker couldn't get to it. And it's a minor score. And I reckon that was Brown, I reckon then. So Encounter Bay get another single score. Tried to handball before he even had it in his hands and put it out. So the FPH scoreboard 7-6 Victor, 13-6 I think or 7 to Encounter Bay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And here's a chance now for Victor to bring the ball back in again. Looks like Jacob Lewis that's got it at the moment down there. Goes down to pick the ball up. He has. He'll kick it over the far side of the ground. That's a good kick out there. It's hard to bring it back in from there. They've got to kick it in with the breeze, and the ball now is near the boundary line on that far side of the ground, and the umpire will come in and throw it up. Get hold of it now. He's looking at where he's going to throw it up from, and he does, and there's knocked down. Good hand pass out. It's gone out to the advantage of Victor Harbour now. As goes down the ground and Counter Bay pick it up. They'll turn around, kick it almost the wrong way out there. And if this doesn't bounce right, they're in trouble. It does bounce right.
Yeah, but not now.
No, I don't think it has.
Wheatrow was only going for the body because he knew he was going to be under pressure.
Anyway, the ball now comes out to the advantage of Victor Harbour, player there. And he's, what's he done here? He's calling it up, I would think.
Ball up.
Ball up. So the ball will be thrown up now, almost right in the centre of the ground. The umpire tosses it up. pushes it out, and there's a big kick out, and again that's by Jesse McKinnon, kicks it out, and the Bays now will get the ball through Tonkin, and Tonkin, geez, he's made a yard or two out of that as the ball goes out near the boundary line in the forward pocket over there, and the boundary umpire signals it out of bounds.
Takes it, yeah. No, it didn't go over the line, so
didn't it?
Central umpire's ball up deep in that forward pocket. Up she goes. Ruckman set themselves, turn around, flicked out by Counter Bay, comes around inside. Look at this, Victor Harbour set up here, and he misses it. Oh, turns around. Here we go, Tarka. You'll love this.
No, he won't.
The boot,
he'd be lucky to score,
floated,
I reckon.
And I reckon it has out in the full. Well, you wouldn't expect that one. So Victor Harbour will be the recipients of the free kick, deep in that forward pocket. Defensive for them though. Spectators going to get the ball.
Yeah, I mean they're all standing around over there. No one to go and pick it up and throw it back in.
They're probably Bay supporters. They don't want to go over and get it for Victor Harbour, do they?
I don't know, but I mean you're wasting a hell of a lot of time, aren't they?
No, well, they get a rest, I suppose. I think that's
maybe that's what they wanted.
Stops the flow and everything else. So up it goes now. Turns around, finishes up. Now they've got the ball. Goes in. He goes out the wide side, over the back, body just in on it. And he turns around and gets it and parks out there. And I reckon that's Aaron Gould. Aaron Gould for Encounter Bay, kicks forward and he finds Ben Davis. Ben Davis with the ball for Encounter Bay. He's right on that boundary line. This is going to be
not
a
easy
tough
place
kick.
to kick a goal from there.
This one is going to be tough. Kicks a fair few goals. He's got himself 4 at the moment, so he's pretty confident. Lines himself up now. He's just taking his time coming in. Needs to be accurate. There won't be much of an opening there. Drives it up, it looks to be narrow to me. He goes back, the umpire's happy, and he says, goal! So,
the Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
1 goal 3, McLaren 6-6.
yeah, well, there you go. It'll make a change around who we visit around.
I know, umpire
Herman's away, you see, so that's it.
My Ponga's playing tonight over at my Ponga. Anyway, there's the umpire tosses the ball up in the centre again. Down to the half-forward line it goes. Or player there hit him on the chest for Victor. Bounced off, and they've got 2 of them here now after the ball. Will they kick it in again? And
he's played well, Bulldog, hasn't he?
Yep, Bulldog. Not letting him get too many easy kicks down there, and over the back of the pack it goes, and there's Encounter Bay players
Crispin
out there by themselves. They kick it right down, and what have they done now? Tossed it away, and it's gone straight to the Victor Harbour player.
High.
And
free kick to Victor.
And he said, oh well, I think they called the ball still in, it wasn't out.
There was no boundary umpire there, so he couldn't.
And Jesse McKinnon now takes the mark, and Victor now, they can go out. Oh, we could.
FAD.
And he could have done his knee in there. I think he has.
He died to get him at the end, and big effort, but it was too late. He was never going to get there on time.
Anyway, the ball's out of bounds now. It's been kicked in.
Yeah, Bays have got it, went over. They fumbled it. Goes out over the other side, too high. Free kick to Victor Harbour on their forward flank. He's going to be kicking from. Oh, he'll be kicking inside the 50, but probably at least 45, 46. Number 30, the siren goes, so this could be a handy goal afterwards here, which is Charlie Vincent. Charlie Vincent plays up. This has to go through on the full. As long as it's touched, he puts it up to give him an effort, and he's missed that.
He'd be lucky to get anything. He got a point.
Point goes there. So the scoreboard now goes to at half time on the FPA scoreboard. Three-quarter time here at the Victor Oval is Encounter Bay 14 goals 7 to Victor Harbour 7 goals 7. I reckon Kev, isn't it? 2, 4,
should
6.
Be 7. I reckon.
Yeah. I reckon the points are tied up, so that's the score.
7 goals the difference at three-quarter time.
So here we go. 90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday, 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Flurio, we're in your field.
Look, to get live, we need someone else here to do that.
We can't do it.
I mean, we've almost got to go back the old way and do it ourselves. It's a fairly long 3/4 time. It's 4 minutes. Oh, it looks like your machine over there fired up all right.
So it looks like, so what do you reckon, Maiponga and Yanka are tonight?
Yeah, they're starting
at Maiponga?
7 o'clock. Yeah, they've got all new lights put up. So that's one lot of scores we won't get. Strathwood is the other lot we won't get. So we've probably pretty well got them all.
They're a night, Monday night, aren't they?
Yep. So what's this one here? Oh, that's Wollonga and McLaren. Hmm. So we really have got all the scores.
Yeah, we've got all the scores. Starting to break up now.
Players, I'll be hoping those clouds come over soon. I reckon there'll be a few tired boys out there.
Yeah, that wind hasn't picked up, has it? So
no.
We start to break up here.
Well, this could end up, if they can kick
7 goals is not much in the game,
7 goals
is it?
in this game's not very much, is it? When you consider that the first quarter, the scores were 8-1 to 2-2, then it was 10-3 to 5-4. So
yeah, but the problem being is what Victor's got is that they've taken 3 quarters to kick 7, and they have to kick 7 to get square.
Yeah, and if others
and they've got to keep Encounter Bay scoreless, which they haven't been able to do. So it's still going to be a tough ask, isn't it? So,
well, it is a tough ask, yeah.
But like I said, it's in football. It's happened. Sides can just.
Oh well, look, it happened
right
the other day with the scores in the AFL.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. You know, like
I mean,
Ports
Ports ended up catching up in half a game.
Yeah, teams with runs are hard to stop, but it's you know you can get too far.
That's when you got to throw the throw the ball in the crowd or something and slow the game down.
Umpire holds it up, so we're ready to go here again, Kevin.
And the umpire comes and throws it up. Up it goes, pushed down, coming through the pack there. That was Encounter Bay, and the ball now, it's almost gone right down to the other end. And here's a chance for it. If the player can pick it up, they pick it up. And he almost going there for holding the ball, but it didn't happen. And the ball has been chucked out. Here's a chance now for Encounter Bay if they can pick it up, but they can't pick it up down there. And it's gone over
ball up
to the umpire. He says, well, give it to me. I'll stop all of this messing around. Throw the ball up, not that far out from the goals. And up it goes again, belted down on the ground. Quick kick out of the pack by Victor. It's gone out and it's gone over near the boundary line and it's gone across.
Happy to see it there.
The boundary line and out of bounds, and I think the players were happy to see it there.
Braden Miller put that one out for Victor Harbour. So the boundary umpire. Right next to the netball courts there now, and they've been scoped out towards the oval, which makes it shifting over the back. Tonkin gets it, flicks it out the back. Victor Harbour try to flick it again. Victor Harbour get it. Now they're playing aerial ping pong out here. Off they go, and Encounter Bay picks it up. Kick goes away. In they go. Bang, out he comes and marks on the chest. I reckon that's a young lad, isn't it?
18.
16 is Oakley Johnson.
Oakley Johnson, I reckon, yep.
Oakley Johnson. I've got him down as a goal. Perhaps I put it on the wrong one.
No, I think he
got one, yeah.
Kicked the goal earlier in the piece, didn't he?
And he rolls up.
He did, second quarter.
And he rolls now, steps outside, drives, he hangs it.
That is a good
kick. It's going back, the goal umpire moves, wait for him to signal, and goes, waits for the he got it, all clear, one goal.
We all know there's nothing better than a good night's sleep. And for a better night's sleep, think Sealy, Sleep Haven, Sleep Maker and Adriatic Slumber from Dreamland Victor Harbour. Over many years, Mary and her team have helped solve many sleep problems. They also offer delivery and old mattress removal in the Victor Harbour area. Conditions apply. Dreamland Victor Harbour, open weekdays and Saturdays till 1 for linen, home decor wear and all SA-made bedding. Dreamland, 295 Port Elliot Road, Hayborough.
Some pace and that.
Well, of course he has. I mean, he's been training properly with the years that he was away, but
they go Tonkin, there it goes again, twice straight. Tarker out with it, goes there, goes out the forward lines. Oh, they crashed into each other. The umpire paid it. I think he did. I think Ben Davis had it.
Well, he's a bit lucky if he got paid that. I think
he had it. Balks around, drives off, then he kicks it up, just out the foot lead going up, over the back, gets onto it, handball goes out, real snassy, quick one, that one was. Turns around, gets up onto it. Nicholas Marshall, he can't get to it, gets over it, picked all up, and it's going to be a free kick to Victor Harbour in the back pocket. Hanging on, I reckon it was, through Nick Marshall, but turns around, he drives now to the scoreboard side, goes over, up goes Encounter Bay, can't get to it, turns around, trapped down there, Victor player gets wrapped up, the umpire's going to have to come in to ball it up, and that one there then for Victor Harbour was Harry Vincent. Up they go, pushes down, Victor out the back with it, drives this ball forward, now forward, up they go, Bulldog behind, couple of grabs, the umpire says I'm happy with that, relieving mark to Encounter Bay in the back lines. Bulldog has marshalled that area really good all day. Out he goes, turns around, picks it all up, spoil come late, and he turned around, got away with it, and Victor wrap it up on the wing right now to the scoreboard side, which shows Encounter Bay 15-7 to 7-7 Victor Harbour on the FPX scoreboard.
Yeah, just inside the oval proper with the ball now, and here's Lippett's got it. Throws it out. Here's a chance he's given to his running player down there, right into the forward area. It's gone. Baser got it again. Little hand pass. Didn't go where it was meant to, and Victor come away with the ball. And they just kicked it blindly down there. And Bulldog, he's picked up a few kicks today, but he made a mess of it again. He tried to run around the mark and didn't realise there was someone in front of him. And finally it goes across there to Fife. And Fife with it now. Oh, where has he kicked this one? This is going to go almost out of bounds.
Oh, good judgment again.
It stays in. Stays in.
Fraser Tonkin.
Fraser Tonkin. You're a bit lucky. Maybe the winds stopped blowing because of the club rooms that were there. Here's a kick now right into the forward line it goes. Off hands. It is at the moment.
Hanging on.
And the free kick goes to Victor. Advantage. Down the ground they go with it. almost a mark taken down there by Encounter Bay, or the player there, he just broke the tackle, and that was the player that came out there. I don't think he's on there. Lachlan Williams, was it? Back it goes now. Lachlan Williams has got it again, kicks it in, and the mark has gone out here.
Oh, this could be anything, Kevin.
No, he doesn't want to kick it.
They never do.
When they do kick it, they make a mess of it. But anyway, here's one from Nick Marshall. He'll kick it in. If they can get a teammate to mark this one, they'll be in business and be well within the scoring distance. Go out there, hand pass goes away. Went over there to lip it. I reckon it might be on the ground, but players are going down now like 9 pins. I think a bit of tiredness creeping into it.
Yeah, umpire Dave's got it.
Umpire Dave. Dave Euthanold. You give him his proper name, Trev.
No.
It's pushed out. Here's a chance down there from Pettit. Pettit kicks it into the forward line, and they will do nothing with this.
Over the boundary line.
It's over the boundary line, and boundary umpire will throw it in.
Yeah, no, I was speaking to him earlier, Kevin. He said he's happy. I said, how do you spell your name? He turned around and said, Alphabet. He turned around and said, just call me Dave U.
Yeah, that's what most people
as in a
do.
U, not E-W-E. So it comes back in. Encounter Bay with the ball out here now. Gets up, he gets wrapped up, goes down. Victor recover Quell. Get crashed into high, they say, and he turned around. Victor will be the recipient of the free kick on the back flank. Turned around and getting up, I reckon that was 19, I reckon, but wasn't quite sure, so couldn't quite pick his number. Off
Gone
they go
over
now.
there to 12.
Goes off. Victor now, keep going off. Further on, Encounter Bay pick it all up. Come back in, hop off. Now they're right. Victor open. Off they go. Kick out on here. Comes out and wide. Bounces. Will it sit? Turns around. Goes back in. Steps back around. Goes round. Handballs out, but he's got nobody back there. Turns around. Goes off. Victor Harbour, get around, spot it all up. Up they go. Turns around. Basham wraps him all
down
up.
He
Drops
goes.
the ball down. Turns around, Basham gets it now. He kicks up. He drops
That's a
it off
drop
the
kick,
ground.
isn't
Then
it?
he tries to kick it. And he turned around, the umpire says, I'll have it at centre half forward for Victor Harbour. Up they go. Tonkin gets up. Comes around to there. Picks out there to James. Can't get onto it. Picks up there. Lippert can't get it. He gets wrapped up and there'll be a ball up by the umpire once again, still at centre half forward. Victor Harbour into attack. Steps around. Nick this time. Up they go. Pushes all out. Goes over. Goes out the back. Victor have got it. Oh, just got his boot to it. Lucky onto that. Shouldn't be the distance. Play on, the umpire says. Victor pushing it all out. Trying to get onto it. Snaps around. Goes well. Gets out in his left foot. Comes out wide. Out comes Encounter Bay. Sockers it off the ground.
Give
on
a
his
free
feet.
away here, I
He
think.
turns around and says, can't get it. The umpire says, no, it was only a foot tap. So
Yep.
throw in, he says. And he goes off in that forward pocket for a free kick. Victor thought so, but you're pushing the ball and it's not a deliberate kick forward.
No.
So it's a good decision, those ones.
Anyway, they throw the ball in now, not far around from the behind post, over the clubroom side. The Victor tried to run through the pack. They're going to take this one out in front, and I thought they might have got
Too
that
high.
one. And the free kick goes to Victor, and the player with the free kick there is number 14, which I don't think we got on our list.
Jack Lang.
Is it Jack Lang? Oh, that's right. He was here for a while before, and then he went away playing. Anyway, Jack Lang. Well, you'll have to kick this outside 50. That's not a bad looking kick either, was it? It's a good long kick. All you had to do is kick it straight. It's gone out of bounds on the full.
Left foot. See, left footers, you can't trust them when they try to.
Oh, yes, you can. Left footers, you kick pretty well. Some of them.
Some of them.
Anyway, here's Encounter Bay kicking the ball in now. They got it over in that back pocket. Crispin, not the worst player out there today either.
No, he's got a haircut like me.
Yes, yeah.
All short, nothing on top.
Yeah, and in they go now. Almost a one-hander taken by the Bays. Couldn't complete it. And Victor kick it back in again. Player with the ball there kicks it in short. And he didn't look where he was kicking that, and it landed straight on the player's chest. And that is Cooper. So Cooper should be able to kick that from there. This will give them this will be their first goal this quarter, won't it? Because it was 7-.
Yep.
And Encounter Bay have got 1, I think. So
He made him work and he's missed it.
and he's missed it. Got 1 point only. So that's 7 goals, 8 to Victor Harbour, 15 goals 7 in Counter Bay, and you can't see much more happening other than an Encounter Bay victory the way things are going.
That's right.
And they kicked it in short out here and kicked it out to Pettit. Pettit's taken the mark on the half-back, between half-back and full-back on the boundary line. And in he goes, puts the ball down. That's a good kick down the line. It's gone, off hands it goes, and this one will go across the boundary line and out of bounds. Boundary umpire comes around. You haven't noticed them today, have you? They seem to have done all right.
Yeah, no, they've been good. They're good throw-ins. The young lads, they're covering it, and their throw-ins are good.
Umpire now throws it in. Got a bit of height. Over the back of the pack it goes. Here's a chance for Encounter Bay to get away with it, but they can't. Comes through then. The player tried to break away his way through. Couldn't do that either. And over the far side of the ground now, this will be a run out there. The boundary line might be a little bit too close. No, it's not. Good hand pass down the line, it's gone. And I think that might be a Tonkin then that kicked that one. He's kicked it out there, hits the player on the chest, bounces off. He goes back and picks it up.
That's the one.
He's got enough time now to get away with it. And they will down to the centre half forward, full forward area. Player marked it nearly there while he's on the ground. Tarka's got hold of it. He's got the pace. And his kick, I think, has just snuck in for a point. So it's 15 goals 8 for Encounter Bay, 7 goals 8 for Victor. 8 goals the difference.
Yep, it's the old saying in footy, level up with points and then hit the front, but I think they'll be going. Victor Harbour bring the ball back in, clubroom side, up they go, pushed it out there, Victor go up, Mark is paid there, and that one goes around there to Ben Basham. Ben Basham with the ball, back flank. Drives off, kicks this one up there, bit of floaty up and down, goes round, pushes out with him, picks her up, handball, goes off, handball goes back to him. Had the shot last time, he missed it. Now he goes deep in the pocket, missed by a mile to where the player is, but going out. Victor got the first run on it, sidesteps, wrong footed the ball.
Will he get this?
Kicks around, goes on out.
I reckon he's got it, hasn't he? Yeah,
certainly has. He turned around, I sat there and I reckon, who was that?
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
8-8
back to that 7 goals
Victor
again,
Harbour to 15 goals 8 in Counter Bay, so they're back to 7 goals again.
Yep, well it was at half time, 3/4 time, so.
And there's been a fair bit goes in 3/4 time, so I would say we're probably more than halfway through this last quarter.
It's 4:45, so 10 to each, so it goes
Umpire
up.
throws it up again. Victor get the hand pass away. Counter Bay try to pick it up out there. It's probably lippet on the bottom of the pack again. He's good at giving the ball back to the umpire anyway.
Yeah, well, you get points for that.
Points for that. Anyway, umpire throws the ball up high again. And he goes, gets the ball out, and Victor Harbour get it down there to the half forward line. Coming out now, they've got a chance here to get another one on the board. Get a couple on the board fairly quickly. It might put a bit more life back into it.
Jackson Elms.
He won't kick it from there though.
He's going to kick from 55, nearly 56, isn't he? He's well out. Now the player's nearly 3 metres outside the 50 metre arc.
Yeah, and the player on the mark can run over
back,
a bit.
So he's got 4 or 5 metres, so he's going to put pressure, and I think he's had a shot before and couldn't make the distance. Drives it up, he's hung it, and as there she goes with a swing motion to try and get the distance, and minor point only. So Victor Harbour get in front on points. They on the FPA scoreboard go to 8 goals 9, and Counter Bay 15 goals 8 as the ball gets relayed back.
No good good on the points column unless it is the total points column. Anyway, ball kicked back in again by the Bay. Here's a chance. They got an open go down the ground if they want to. And they do. Kick it out there, almost a mark taken by the big fella in...
ruckman,
Allen.
Don't kick or handball to a ruckman. How many times do we have to tell these boys? We tell them at the AFL.
Got to stamp it on their head, I think. Or somewhere. Anyway, the ball now is out of bounds, will be thrown in.
Nice, that lady up there, she just kept walking past the football. Yeah, I got him, Mackenzie. So, yep, boundary umpire with it. In that forward flank there for Encounter Bay at the netball court ends. Up they go. Basham goes up. Can't get it out. Encounter Bay get it. Handball over. Over it comes to Gould. Gould puts his foot forward. Goes up. Hits the forward line. Encounter Bay gets wrapped up. He gets wrapped up in the forward line. So it'll be a ball up on the forward flank here, almost into the forward pocket for Encounter Bay. Club room side. Up they go. Turn around. Basham just hangs on to Tonkin then. So doesn't want him to get up for it. Ball goes up and it's dropping the ball, and it'll be a free kick to Victor Harbour. So Victor's with the relief kick in the back pocket. Plays on now. In. Drives this ball back up to the wing. Up they come. 3 on to 2 here. Goes up. Turns around. Counter Bay got 2 into 1. Victor goes up. He throws it back. Can't get it. Comes off again. Oh! Not very nice then by number 10. Bit high with the tackle, I'd say. But anyway, goes up. Victor trying to recover out here. Goes off. Comes around quickly. Picks all up. Bang! Down he gets. That was a great hip and shoulder. Well, the hip was a shoulder one into him and put him flat on his backside. Ball goes over the boundary line, right into the interchange spot there, and it'll be a throw-in by the boundary umpire. Just starting to get a little bit ticky-toey here. A couple of high contacts coming. In it goes up onto it, goes over. Basham gets it, slams it on his boot, goes forward.
That's only a little,
he gets pushed
little kick by Basham.
Turns around, goes up, turns around, gets onto it, and Counter Bay get up. Victor gets it, turns around, Tonkin gets it again, kicks the ball out short, but too short. Turns around, gets over it. Wasn't even 15, that I think. But anyway, Victor have got it. Victor Harbour now in Zachary Dowling. Zachary Dowling now lining up. Don't think Zach hasn't kicked anything so far.
And he probably won't kick a goal here either, because he's going to kick this from a fair way behind the mark.
He's got to kick this from 52.
Yeah,
that's
more.
Minimum. In he comes, kicks from 54, puts it up. It's going to be short. Depends what goes up there. Up they go. Encounter Bay from the back. Read it beautifully. Guess who? Bulldog.
He's had a few, hasn't he?
He reads it well.
Yeah.
He's a good back man to have. Norman centre half back, but he covers back in. So he kicks it up. He screwed that one. He's put that one out in the
Well, he's lost all the points he got for the mark.
Yeah.
I was going to say you could just about got a couple of votes for that, but having a look at the kick, you'd take them all off.
So James Hewitt from Victor Harbour now with the ball. He's coming around more and more and more to open it up. Now he's still coming around.
I'd call him play on.
He steps inside and kicks into centre half forward. Up they go. Basham comes out, takes the mark easily, and he'll line up for a easy kick at goal, and he's going for his third.
Well, you won't worry about the distance with him.
No. Accuracy should be pretty good too.
He'd probably kick it into the houses across the road.
Yeah, he probably will, so hold it up. In he comes now. Stands up. So he's going to kick from probably 35. He could drop kick that and get that distance. Kicks it all up. Guess what? Heebie-jeebies. He just walked in and just lifted the leg into it, and she went off the outside of the boot and just drifted off for a minor score only. FPH scoreboard. They've put it up on Victor Harbour, and Victor Harbour they go to 8 goals.
10, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it would be 9, but 15-8. So we'll count them up. We'll get onto it. I'll get to it in a minute, players.
Anyway, Counter Bay bring the ball back in. Bulldog's got it. Brings it in. A nice kick goes out to the far side of the ground down there. Mark being taken out there by Encounter Bay. They got the players out there, or they kick it down again. Nearly a mark taken by the Bays. They couldn't complete it though. And the umpire, what will he do? He's going to come in here and throw it up. So the wind is still blowing down the end down there to the Adelaide end. The ball comes down. Plenty of players around there. How do you get that out of there?
It's just scrambling now,
without getting your head kicked in. You know, you wouldn't want to bend down. And Fife was trying to get it out. He can't get it out. Neither can Ben Yeomans, and the umpire wins out of this. Up he goes. Wins, ball comes down. It's taken down there, he stopped and went back again.
Yep, holding the ball.
Yep, yeah. Once you try and turn around, you're in trouble. And the mark will go down there to 9, Corey Gamble. Gamble kicks it over the
Mitchell
top to
Davis.
Mitchell Davis, and Davis gets it further down the ground out there.
Underground.
Underground, and Victor now got the run of the ball again. This is what they needed earlier in the quarter, and off hands it goes. They've got the numbers out there at the moment. That's Encounter Bay, and they'll kick it further down the ground, and he finds that's Gamble again, I reckon.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
and he's kicked it right in front of the scoreboard, and it comes out. Lippert gets a hand pass over the top to his player who could have run in. He couldn't have run much further.
Strong reach up there and grab. Tarka. He's well overhead, isn't he, for a small bloke?
Yep.
He's certainly got a great grab on him. He stretched for that one.
Well, that must have been why they took him, because I mean, he's not very big. He's not very muscly or anything.
No,
but,
he's a good grab. He's fast. He's
Yeah, but if
he's
you don't
good
grab-
skills, but you know, like I said, it's at that grade, the body's on you. It's.
But if you don't one grab, you don't get many kicks.
Nah. He lines himself up, spots it. He's put that one across. He's missed his last two.
So there's 15 goals, 9 to Encounter Bay, to 8 goals, 10 to Victor. And you'd have to think with the
We'd be getting fairly close.
10 to 5 at the moment.
The ball comes back to Victor Harbour. They turn around, kick it out, club room side. It's up and under and a long way out. Bay's come in, pushed over the back, picks it all up. The ruckman's trying to do a Rovers act here. Turns around, gets up. Wheatra can't get away with it. He turns, he gets put down. Bay's get put down. He drops the ball. Victor now, step back inside, go to the club rooms. Handball out, goes all off. Time to get on there. Hack to kick it underground. Turns around, the Bays pick it all up. Steps inside. Turns around, gets all up, kicks inside, and he finds his one in Tonkin. Tonkin goes up and under. Basham's going to come at him. Did the right thing, knew he could kill him, and he stayed out because he's front on contact, and that was very good by Victor Harbour Basham then. Goes out wide, finishes up inside. Counter Bay got the numbers. Comes back out there, goes back around. Fix up there in Fife. Andrew Fife for the Bays. Goes forward, up the top, over the back it goes. Picked all up. Victor Harbour gets up. They handball back a mile. Finds his player back there. He kicks bit inside. Out it goes. He finds his player out in the wing here, number 12, Zachary Dowling. Dowling goes off. Puts it all up. Got to sit under there.
Yeah.
Turns around. He dropped it. Beautiful pressure there by Encounter Bay. Puts it all out. Picks it all up. Goes off there. Crispin goes out wider. Puts it all out and finds his player on the back flank. Goes to play on. Now he's called to play on.
He did play on, I think.
Fife, Andrew Fife, gets all off, puts all up, miskicks and hits his opponent on the chest on the wing on the scoreboard side. Victor Harbour now, he's called to play on. Drives it back into that flank. Out it goes. Over the back it comes. Run and play for Victor. Dowling, I reckon, goes into it.
Well, he
Turns
should kick
around,
this.
puts it all up. Side
Will
steps
now.
around, keeps running. Can't understand. He's ran that far. Umpire comes back and says goal, but he certainly ran some distance there.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Difference. Well, 6-1, but still 6 goals. They were 7 goals down, so at least Victor are outscoring the Bays for this quarter.
Yeah, well, so they should. Oh, the wind's not blowing very hard out there now. Look at the flag on the post. It's not even moving. Oh, it is a little bit now. Anyway, the umpire will come in and throw it up. In he comes, pushes it down. Well, a player there from Victor, he tried to run through the whole lot, ended up running into a brick wall and dispossessed of the ball. They kick across the ground it goes now. And Dowling's got another kick here. He wants to get away with it. He does, gets one over there to his teammate, and the end down there, the ball was almost taken down there by Basham.
Very, very lucky, I would say.
Well, I think he might think he is too.
He turned around, it went up, it looked like it was almost off hands for the first lot. He went to the second hand, second grab with the one hand, and as it was coming down, the player in front ran into him and the ball bounced out, which is probably lucky to say that he had control of it, but still, Victor have got it. So
Yeah, they got it. They wouldn't want to be a couple of points of difference though with a decision like that one. And that's another goal to Basham, and that is it. Because
to kick the other one for the. I've missed one, obviously, somewhere, I'd say. But anyhow, I'll quickly give a round-up for the goals here at the stage. We have, like I said, Encounter Bay with 15, and I've got here at the moment Ben Davis with 5, Pettit, Marshall, Nicholas Marshall, James Brown for 1 each. We have 3 to Tyson Neal, 2 to Jake Tarker, and 2 to Oakley Johnson's what I got. For Victor Harbour, I have James Hewitt with 2, Zachary Dowling with 1, Jackson Elms with 1, James Mulhern with 1, Kane Cooper with 1, and 3 to Sam Basham. So that's 3, 4, 5.
I think we've lost somewhere along.
So I've lost one somewhere, but as I said, so
that
we
was
won't
with all
know,
those,
but that won't make much difference to the scores here. So we've given Victor 10, but the goal umpires will indicate a few things in a minute, but the score's down, so they can't do that. So, and scores, what we've got from around the ground at the moment, there's only 2 other games, because there's a 2 other matches here at the moment for this afternoon, but we should be able to get ones. That last we heard was Mount Compass 10-10 to Goulburn Port Elliot 3-3. Willunga were 2-4, McLaren were beating them are 8-9, and the other game that is only on tonight, which is Maiponga Yankalilla, which is a night game up at Maiponga. So at this stage we'll hopefully try to get a few scores in, which should be the last of them before we wrap up. But look, things are going well here. The Bays probably did what they needed to. Victor Harbour kept at it, came back onto it, so. But yeah, like I said, if you look through the teams they're playing, Victor are going to be an improvement, but how much we sort of won't completely know till they play a few more games. But it looks like the Bays are going to be up and about around for your tops anyway.
Yeah, but if you take those early goals away, I mean they got 3 goals I think before Victor touched the ball just about.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
To Encounter Bay.
But sides have got to stop that, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the thing that goes on. Like you kick 10 goals for a game, so it's all right, but if you're out of it in the first quarter, there's not much you can do. So, anyway, they've got presentations going on here for the Anzac Trophy and everything going on, so we'll probably wrap up here, I reckon, Kevy. So
we can do that. I think there's not going to be any difference to the scores, but the same teams will win that are ahead now.
Yeah, well, there's only 2, and I can't see any major changes on then. So this has been 90.1 Happy FM, is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.